and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to JewelleryMaker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Welcome to JewelleryMaker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share. You can watch our JewelleryMaker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage. Here at JewelleryMaker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easy to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share. Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Wake up and tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 a.m. for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 a.m. every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. If you'd like more information on up-and-coming shows, you can view the programme guide on our website.
Well, that was a bit crazy. Literally, just as we came to it, one of the boxes went everywhere and it has created carnage. I am so sorry. Totally my fault. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. It is a little bit busy. I've arrived maybe about 7 minutes ago to the studios from my children's school fete, so I'm still mid-fete. So I'll be calling out raffle tickets. I'll be calling out announcements that you know, all sorts of going on. I'll be telling you that the barbecue's £1.50. I'll tell you all sorts of things tonight, but yeah, I will also tell you that we've got a huge show lined up for you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the late show here on a Saturday, and we have got the gorgeous Gem taking us through with her wondrous tiaras. I was talking about this last night. I was like, oh, I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
There's some beautiful creativity that you've managed to give us today, and it's something different, isn't it? And it's perfect for this time of year. Perfect for the likes of obviously the races. It's nice for us to be able to head to some great like wedding affairs, all of that going on, and we've got the tiaras to inspire you. So all of that, we've got 2 hours of tiaras to look forward to, plenty of chance to be able to get hold of those. But before that, we've got loads to fit in. We have the one that you have to make sure that you don't miss out on, brand new, today's must-have. Now, I've never seen these before, and I mean really clear. I mean, jasper comes in so many different derivatives. Jasper is one of those that it just does. But this is the first time that I've seen this grade of jasper, and it's gorgeous. You know, if you love mookaite.
Yes.
But mookaite's like every gemstone's different. It's like they've crammed all of the mookaite into one gemstone. I love it, and I know you're going to love it too. It's one of those stones you'll instantly be attracted to because the colour, the pattern, the print, perfectly different. You've got bird's eye jasper. If I say captain's bird's eye at some point, forgive me. If I talk about fish fingers at some point, you're just going to have to go with the flow with that one. But that's how we started. We're starting with bird's eye jasper. I love these. Now, I did ponder upon the point where do we put this up for pre-order, but truth of the matter is that we know that these are going to be so popular and there's just not enough stock that we can't sell out before today's must-have happens at 8 o'clock. So what we are going to guarantee is there's that live show deal, 8 o'clock tonight. We'll put it straight to you from 8 o'clock. So brand new cabochons of your bird's eye jasper. Everyone different. Each one's got that wonderful epicenter, the rippling design of that pattern and print. You can see nature in every single one of these. Totally unique and a gorgeous gemstone to really give you something different to work with. These are coming your way, but non-pre-orderable. But what is going to be coming up for pre-order? Guaranteed to be an absolute flyer. And we're going to open the pre-orders in just a minute's time. So you'll have to wait. We're not going to do it until I tell you exactly what it is. But I want to give everybody the same chance to get involved. How do you fancy getting hold of our most popular of wire tools? This is your wire crinkler tool. And the wire crinkler essentially gives texture and that crinkling shape to your wire in different ways and in different shapes. So you're going to have different heads to be able to place into the actual machine to then be able to create the different shapes within the wire. brand new stock, brand new quantity back in by popular demand. What we do know with this tool is that we quite simply put it to wear and it sells out. Put it to wear and it sells out. Put it to wear. It's a bit of a hawky-corky kind of a tool. We know it's going to go in, but we also know it's going to go out. So if you do want to go in, out, and shake it all about, a bit of a hawky-corky, then you've got to make sure that you don't miss out tonight. It's going to be open for pre-orders. I've got a countdown. 20 seconds for the pre-orders to open. 20 seconds, make that 15 seconds for us to open the pre-orders for this fantastic tool backed by popular demand. One of those tools that can really change your jewellery making. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That is it. The launch of our pre-order event on brand new quantity of our Crinkler tool. And if you're wondering what the Crinkler tool does, this is what it does. Absolutely amazing. We'll show you all about this tool when we live launch it later on this evening. However, we're going to give you the freedom to pre-order. We're giving you the chance to get hold of this. If you've missed out time and time again, and we do get people who just don't get in quick enough and often do miss out, don't miss out on this deal. Going to guarantee that you've got quantity that is going to be as much as we can offer. So we're not holding back. We're not keeping anything for another show. This is the live show quantity. Everything in, first come, first served. If you do want to pre-order on that, free phone number is just there. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com if you prefer. Or we do have an app service as well. So these are all to look forward to. Pre-order right now. Or if you want to see what actually, it's all about before you pre-order, I get that. Good news is we're going to give you the chance to be able to get the tool. 7 o'clock hour, I think I'm right in saying. 7 o'clock hour. So that's an hour's time. In fact, less than an hour's time. We're going to fit so much into this first hour. Right, I got a message first thing this morning, and it was pretty much when I was making cakes for the fete today. I stayed up until about 2 o'clock doing raffle tickets yesterday morning, and then I woke up this morning and thought, oh, I haven't done cake, so I need to do cake. So I got up, I whipped up some cakes, and as I whipped up a cake, as you do, right, ping, and our lovely Liam goes, right, Vix, guess what we got? Ching, ching. And the first thing he said was, first hour, fast and furious. We're going to go straight for it with the first hour. We're not going to dilly-dally on this. Now, obviously, at this precise moment, what you can't see behind the scenes is I still have a team that are picking up all of the... Say hello, Ben. Look, here they are. Oh, yeah. They're just picking up. It couldn't have been the worst thing for me to knock over because all of the jump rings. It was all of those jump rings. All 200 jump rings.
Pack as well.
Oh, and the gold pack. So it's 400 jump rings that I successfully knocked over. I do want to apologise. We should have a magnet, shouldn't we? That would have been helpful. Yeah, maybe for next time though, eh?
Yes, we'll get one order.
Next time, put it on order. Right, let's get kick-starting. Let's bring you. I tell you what, let's start with these. Let's start as we mean to go on. Now, obviously, we've got loads of wire. It's wire show.
Yes.
We know we've got loads of wire inspiration with the tiaras. But actually, what's really nice sometimes is just to have the centerpieces to your wire work already done. The detail that you can then build a design around. And
Yes.
these are perfect for that, aren't they?
They're beautiful. I mean, you pop them on a head pin with a couple of gemstones. They make the most beautiful drop earrings.
like
In
those
the
earrings,
centre of your stretchy bracelet to cover your knot, they're beautiful. You just sort of slide the elastic knot
That's
in
a
there.
good idea.
But if you are working with sterling silver wire, it's really lovely to have just an extra 3D element for
Especially
you.
because you've got that almost like cage-like formation. It's not
Yes.
too heavy, it's not too bold, but it's going to add accent, it's going to add detail, isn't it?
It does.
You've got that luxury of decorative quality that you can add. And as you say, simple stretchy bracelets sometimes just need one little moment, one little definitive finish, and that enhances the overall effect. Stretchy bracelets, second to none in terms of summer wear. But just add on one of those and it's just going to uplift your design. Price tag you should be paying to kickstart our evening show. How about this? We started a price tag of $9.95. How about we slash it straight down the middle? Oh yes. Who needs sound effects on the dash? Who needs that in the studio when you've got me? That is my half price. I mean, I should just do loads of sound effects, shouldn't I?
think so, yeah.
I mean, you know, I'll work on it.
We could have the Vicki app.
That's it. £4.95, half price deal that you've got. A huge opportunity. Now, do you fancy getting in touch with us? Do you fancy telling us what you've been up to? It's been a sunny Saturday where I've been. In fact, considering last week it was pouring down, and this week it's the exact opposite. It's been beautiful sunshine where I've been up down in Hampshire. So what have you been up to today? Tell us. Have you been in your back garden? Have you been jewellery making? And if you have, what have you been making? Let us know what you've been up to. Send your text in. You can get in touch with us, and make sure you start your text with JM Studio. That's how we know that you're talking to us. And the text number is 60777, and normal network charges do apply. £4.95. That is your half price deal. Slicing the pricing tonight, and we're going to continue all the way through the evening doing these mega deal offers. I've already got loads of pre-orders on the crinkling tool. No surprise, people have missed out. People are now pre-ordering. If you are pre-ordering, don't forget, if you've paid your post and packaging today, you're now adding to your order. You can commit that for the rest of the evening through till midnight tonight to keep on adding to your order. One postage and packing for the whole day. Right, let's go straight on to the next deal. Let's go straight on. Now then. Oh, steady. It's all right, it's all right. I was like, steady, careful what you're doing now. What do you mean? Oh, I'm joking. He's like that, hold it back. Triple trouble deal is happening. How about 1 metre, 2 metres.
Do you do archery?
Look at that. I should, shouldn't I? Oh, yeah. 3 metres, triple trouble deal. And what's amazing is that triple trouble deal means that you get more for less. We give you the guarantee 3 metres in total for just £4.75. You have here your antique bronze plated brass curb chain. This is your metre of 1.6mm curb chain that then is times by 3. Hang on a minute, does that work out to what? Less than £1.70? It's got to be less than £1.70. Oh, there you go. £1.66. A huge opportunity that you have there. Less than £1. To be honest, that says, if you look at how it's written, it's triple. It sounds like if we drop the R, should we have a tipple? Trouble? It's a Saturday night. That's it. That's it.
I was going to go for 3p's. I think 3p's would have been humorous.
You were going for the 3p's, yeah. For the 3 metres. I was thinking more down the Saturday night route, and I was going, let's have a tipple. Let's just have a tipple. I mean, it's been a busy all day. Let's have a tipple or two. It's a triple or triple trouble deal. It is 3 metres. You need to check out your baskets to guarantee that you don't miss out on this fantastic. And the nice part about it is that actually chain like this can go and better go, can't it?
It really can. I mean, I love that it's so fluid. You could even plait with it, I think, and then sort of link it at the end, and that would be a really sort of funky,
it's quite a nice tight curb chain. It's got a nice tightness, and actually sometimes curb chains can be a little bit wider, like Belcher style, where this is a little bit tighter, and what that does is you can create a little bit more fluidity. Gorgeous, gorgeous facility to really design well with. Now, coming up in 15 minutes' time, we have got a fantastic book. Now, this has only ever been on air once before, and it's sold out, so we've got a stock bucket. It's sold out in less than 10 minutes, and it was a big quantity when it came to air the first time. So that means that if you want to guarantee, and because it's such a popular book, if you want to guarantee, I'm giving you a bit of a heads up, 15 minutes time, we'll be bringing you the Why Work Jewellery Workshop. This is a really popular book. Because I guess in some ways we all like the wire work designs, but this is almost step-by-step tutorials. Yeah. Great designs inside here, lots to work on, lots of technique to learn. Sean Hamilton, the writer of that fantastic book, handcrafted designs and techniques via Sean's wonderful tutorials. Wire Work Jewellery Workshop is yours for the taking in just 15 minutes time. Last time it came to it was a total sellout. So if you don't want to miss out, you're going to have to be pretty sharpish. I need to say a big thank you. The boys have tidied up, and I have to say, big up to the boys.
Well done, lads.
Now, can I just check? Obviously, there was 400 jump rings. I am expecting that there's still 400 jump rings, right?
Will you be
Danny's
counting
them in, right? They've promised that they have counted them all in, and it's official. Oh, yay! The last one. We had 399. Let's make that 400 guaranteed jump rings. Let's go straight on to. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's go over here. Yep, I'm there. I'm with it. Oh, these are pretty in pink.
They're gorgeous. Now, for your tiaras, absolutely spot on, because they're perfect.
And because they're light, it means that, you know, especially with tiaras, you have to be quite conscious of what you're working with, don't you?
You do, absolutely, yeah.
And that is a good size.
They're perfect.
The what?
Perfect. Sorry.
You got there. You've got this gorgeous.
Please do that again.
I didn't even know what I did. Not. You got. I don't even know what I did there. 8mm pink shell pearls that you have. Oh, no way. That's a cracking deal. £3.95. When you think about this colour, it's very vintage pink, isn't it?
It is. It's like an antique rose. You could use that with your bronze, you could use it with your gold, your silver, all sorts.
Angela's just messaged me. She says, I saw you in person only 5 hours ago. How? Yes. Well, the truth of the matter is that around about 4:05, I was still doing a raffle in my school fete. So it's a busy day. It's a busy day, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
All speed limits were obeyed.
Oh, totally. Oh, I'm absolutely. And the thing is, didn't even get to say goodbye to the kids. Literally ran out the fete, and suddenly thought, oh, forgot to say goodbye to my own children. Ring the husband, all like that. Can you put the kids on so I can say goodbye?
Oh, bless.
£3.95. Angela, lovely to see you and your mum. And obviously, hoping your mum's going to be well and sending all the very, very best to you both, obviously. Right, let's go straight on. And we need to pick up a pace here, because there is lots to fit in that I don't want to miss out on. Right, let's go. Shall we go to 200? Exactly. 200 jump rings. Shall we count them live on air?
Yes.
1. 2. That'll speed us up, won't we? Now, we've got 200 jump rings. I can guarantee, obviously, I can guarantee that the pack that you'll get will have 200. Can't guarantee the ones that were on the floor just a few minutes ago will have the 200, but those will not go to anybody. Those will just go to
They're stunt jump rings.
That's it. They're part exemplars. They are your 200 jump rings. Now this is your silver plated design. And what's nice about these is that you've got the great value, but you've got the lovely aesthetics. Silver plated, copper open jump rings. Good size to these. 7mm. Anybody who's just starting with the likes of chainmail, 7mm are actually really, really good to start with, because the size is not quite so fiddly. You know, some of the designs you can master in the larger links, and then you can kind of reduce them as you get more and more confident.
It's a very good point, actually. I mean, they're useful in their many forms, obviously, but because they are that beautiful, perfect shape and they're cut beautifully, they are ideal for many designs of chainmail. Actually require you to have the 7mm in a diameter. But as you say, when you're learning, and I've been challenging myself to learn a second and a third weave this week.
Whoa.
I know, I almost fainted. I really did almost faint. Then you're absolutely right. These are fantastic to learn with, and then size it down for the finer look.
And because they're machine cut, you have the much tighter. So there's a lot of people who like to make their own jump rings, and actually I'm a great advocate. If you're using coloured wire, it's nice to have matching wire alongside it.
Yeah.
What's good about this is that because it's machine cut, you have much more of a tighter close.
You do.
So if you want to have that precision in your designs, especially when you think about jump rings, they are a practical element. They're a mechanical element to your jewellery as well. Really important to get that tight closure to the link, because it then makes sure that once you've put something in place, that's where it's going to stay. So that's why it's worth getting those quality jump rings, and especially getting that machine cut to make them the gems. Now that is your 200. Exactly. In your silver colour. How about we bring you 200 exactly actually it does say approximate, so I better not play with that. I better say approximately 200, because somebody will come back to me and go, I counted them and there's actually 198. So we'll say approximately 200 jump rings that you're going to get. These are your gold coloured plated copper open jump rings. 7 mil. You're going to do them cheaper?
Wow.
More affordable than this. Why? Liam says he doesn't know, but he's going to do it anyway. I mean,
he said it in quite a high-pitched fashion as well. It did kind of.
He was trying to blame another producer, and he's just looked back on the history and went, oh, it was me who took it lower, so I'm going to have to blame myself. He's blaming himself. £4.95 for 200, approximately. You've got there a huge opportunity. And again, 7 mil means that you've got that freedom. And 7 mil, for those of you who want to use these mechanically, as in elements to hold jewellery together, 7 mil is a really good size. They work as good spacers.
They do.
They work as binding connectors to obviously chain, etc. This is a good size to have, isn't it?
It is, and if you like your stretchy bracelets on the chunky side, sort of 8, 10 and even 12 mil, which you can wear on a stretchy, then these make the most beautiful little enhancements between them.
Break them up, don't they? Really, really great. I actually think at that price tag, you know what you could do? You could make a full stretchy bracelet with just those, because at £4.95 you might need 2 packs, but actually in truth 2 packs is less than a tenner. You're not going to get many bracelets that look that good for £10 if you did the full bracelet. You could, if you wanted to, you could actually get one of each. You could get one of the silver, one of the gold colour, and then you could just mix and match and have silver and gold bracelet for less than £10.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing.
I love mixing metal colours together.
Yeah,
so,
especially
amazing.
at the moment, mixing your metals is really popular, isn't it?
Oh, don't miss that one.
I won't. I've got it. Got it, Ben. Oh, Ben. Oh,
it's a feisty jump
honestly,
ring there.
I know, isn't it just? We have got another mega deal now coming your way. I think it's about 5 minutes time. You've got your Wire Work Jewellery Workshop book. Now this is the Sean Hamilton book, which sold out the first time it came to her. Literally wiped the floor of our quantity in a heartbeat. And with that in mind, in less than 5 minutes time, we'll be bringing this to you. A huge opportunity. It's a wonderful combination of technique and designs. So it means that you've got that marriage between learning as well as achieving a final goal. So great book, which I know a lot of people have been very, very, very pleased with. So if you want yours, just 5 minutes time. Before that, let's go to, let's have a look. Oh no, this is a nice muted colour.
Oh, how beautiful.
Oh, that's a really lovely texture. Now it's frosted, which means essentially it creates like a matte approach to your gemstones. Lovely, lovely colour quality to it. Quite neutral, isn't it?
It is. I think it would go well with the cabochons as well, sort of picking up on the greener tones, but that will just work with absolutely everything. We often think that the only colourways that we can use with everything are your plain black and your plain white, but that's, as you say, it's kind of neutral for a green.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Really lovely shade of colour. It's almost a, you know, one would call it quite a rich colour, but yes, quite smooth in terms of its palette. So it's a really workable quality to your gems. And of course, because it is jasper, you get that wonderful detail of the banding. It means that each gemstone has got a little mini personality to it. You've got the whole look on this strand for £6.95. Your rounds on this are 8 mil. And we were just talking about creating something simple for the wrist. And for those who are interested in getting started into jewellery making, I mean, you couldn't get much easier than this. Just like that. I mean, if you wanted to break it up and you wanted to give a little bit of detail, you could, if you wanted to, break them up with some of those gorgeous jump rings just to add a little bit of decoration. Don't forget, at the very start, we got those gorgeous silver cage beads.
Oh, yes.
Just one in the centre, detail, finishing touches, and high-end quality. Fabulous price tag, but it is very, very limited in stock. So if you do want to join me on that one, very popular. It's £6.95. A real triumph of texture as well as colour. Yeah. See what I mean by that?
They're lovely. It's a very, very subtle mattening.
Isn't it? It's going to sit, I got it. It's going to sit nicely against the skin. Gorgeous quality on that. Right, let's go to, oh, I think that's where we've just been, isn't it? No, I think are they the rounds? Oh, I think, are these them?
They're beautiful.
Now that's a colour and a half. We've just talked about like kind of that neutral, softer tone, and then this one goes, oh, and by the way, I mean the exact opposite. I'm deep, I'm rich, I'm bold, and that's the quality of Zambian grade amethyst. Zambia, which is an absolutely unique location to source amethyst from. In many ways, I think for a long time, everybody thought that they knew what amethyst could be. Of course, Moroccan amethyst coming its ways kind of rocked the world and really put the amethyst back on the map for a lot of people. But this grade of amethyst has never ever shifted in attention.
No.
It's got that richness, vitality. It's a unique formation indeed. In this gemstone, you have the precision of such balanced quality. And what we're talking about here is a gemstone that has the perfect balance of heat and pressure exposed to it to create a drama, not too intense in terms of colour, but vibrant. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Love those. 6mm rounds. Again, going to look good if you're looking for something classic for your summertime collection. All of this, look, 80 carats in total, just £9.95. I mean, that's great. That price point for such a bright, such an intense quality of gemstone. You can imagine just a nice drop pair of earrings, you know, keep it simple, but the quality of the gemstone is going to make it a dramatic piece of jewellery.
So I would want all of those in one piece, and I'd want to make a goddess style bracelet utilising those the 7mm gold colour jump rings.
Gold
because gold with Zambian amethyst is absolutely stunning.
Oh, that's a bit opulent, isn't it?
Opulent, regal, gorgeous.
I mean, if you think about it, £5, £10, that means you could make a feature piece of jewellery for less than £15.
Yeah, most definitely. And for me, Zambian amethyst is just really spectacular.
Amazing deal there. Under £10 is all you pay. Congratulations if you got that. And the next gemstone that perhaps, wow. Ooh. Now, this is a very limited opportunity, right? Unfortunately, what I can't show you is as a strand, because when I accidentally knocked the storage boxes off, this strand broke, and so you're going to see it in like this.
It's a big strand, isn't it? It's a chunky carat weight. It's lovely.
In fact, I think I need it needs to go on the white, doesn't it? I'm going to drop it on the white so that you can see, and then I'm going to show you the full length. Watch this, just so you can see, right? You're getting a lot of gemstones. Sometimes it's quite nice to break up a strand. She works on the positive. But you get to see the gemstones in a different way. I think we live in a little bit of a bubble in our pricing, that we think that the only way to get gemstones is on a strand. Not the case. You're doing it for what? Oh, Liam, no. We're doing what? Don't you dare do it for £2.95. What?
Seriously? Is it just this one that's £2.95? It's just this one because it's been on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, see ya. Seriously, look. It's a full strand of Iolite.
Very historic gemstone, isn't it?
Well, exactly. I mean, we're talking a gemstone that, you know, was used by the Vikings to guide them in their passage through the oceans. Come on, an incredible opportunity. £2.95, a phenomenon. No! Curry wants to know, what would the Vikings say? Yes! £1.95.
Seriously?
That's silly. Genuine gemstones. We're in single quantity figures, but that is genuine gemstone jewellery. Potential to be made for £1.95. That is utterly ridiculous. We're crazy. About to go to another sellout deal. Now, obviously, you know, when we came to wear the first time with this wire workbook, it was an on and gone, and we had a lot of people who missed out. And we never like to disappoint. We hate letting people, you know, lose out on something that they want. So, backed by popular demand, with a stock that is also probably going to follow that, you know, that sellout event, First come, first served. So if you did miss out, don't miss out this time. It's probably one of the most positive feedback books that we've had. You know, so many people come back and said, it's a great book, this book really has helped me, this book's done. So this is one of our most popular of our why work books. And of course, we've had some great books in our last, you know, couple of months, but this is probably by far the most heralded. So if you want it, it's gonna head in the same fashion as a sellout. But if you're going to be quick, it could be yours. We do want to remind you, before you go into this deal, 1 postage and packing. If you've already bought, you're about to add the book to your order. You don't have to pay an additional fee for postage. There's no added fees for anything like that. 1 postage and packaging for the whole day. Your parcel might be this big, your parcel might be this big. Doesn't matter, 1p-m-p. Make the most of this opportunity. It is that by popular demand, Sean Hamilton Wire Workbook. And it's coming up in a star buy. We've got the most incredible deal. Right, we're about to launch this. We're going to give it a minute, and the minute clock will come in. It'll give you a countdown to make sure that everybody knows it's first come, first served on this. A minute on the clock for your very own brand new quantity launch of the Sean Hamilton Wire Workshop book. Now, obviously, March was when this first came to air and totally wiped out. If you want to get this some months down the line, this is going to be your chance. Are you ready? 1 minute from now, and the phone lines and web and of course the app service will all have the same chance to get involved. In this book, you're going to get that blend of technique and final goal results, because this is a book that essentially people have said really has helped them to forge new techniques, but actually while doing so reach a final goal. And it's really rather nice to see that from simple designs like this one, which is the Indian spice, you know, giving you that wonderful way of creating swirling designs, all the way through to working out feature bracelets, step-by-step instructions that you've got there, some nice weaving techniques alongside, of course, Sue Mason-Burns, so I know very well, fantastic Sue. You've got there the fall filigree that you've got there, and then you've got, let's keep going through, oh, you've got some serious qualities of craftsmanship, brooches to be made, all of this available right now. Phone lines, web and app service, first come first. Okay, I can tell you already, I've got web buys instantly reacting to this deal. Before we even tell you the price tag, everybody's loving the idea. Adding to your order, of course, to that 1 postage and packaging, the Sean Hamilton book is going to give you that 20% already allocated. 20% already gone. Let me just show you the back of this book, because I really love the detail that you've got here, that fantastic quality. You've got here wire work jewellery, a wonderful combination of designs, techniques, 30 designs in total that you're going to make with this wire workbook. You've got here Sean Hamilton, editor of Making Jewellery, probably one of the well-known magazines that's around. Making Jewellery, Sean is the editor of that book, of that magazine, so I guess in some ways it probably makes sense that this is one of the most popular wire work books. That now does make a lot of sense, doesn't it? It says here, clear step-by-step instructions, photography. Each project can be made by a beginner, while more experienced makers will find this book the perfect source of ideas and inspiration. And I think, you know, when you start to flick through, you can really see, the opportunities that you have here. Step-by-step guidance that you're going to get, guaranteed, so that you know that each single piece, that's a nice piece, isn't it? Look at that Celtic knot design, that's lovely. You've got that step-by-step quality. It is with tools guaranteed, a full contents. Oh no, this is good. Let me show you this.
That's cool.
This is what you need to know, right? If you want to see what you're going to make, 30 different designs, how about taking a look at this page? Because this page is going to give you all of the different designs, heart shapes, Celtics, weaves. You've got inspiration of all sorts, bracelets, earrings, necklines. You've got it all going on. The whole look that you have here, everything that you have here, everything that you have here, you're going to be making in this book with guidance by not just Sian, but also Sian and many of her additional inspirers. All of this, look, guess what? £12.95 is all you pay. Better than your recommended retail price. We are going lower on this, £12.95. So your recommended retail price, £14.99. You've got it for £12.95 from us. If you would like to add, and actually what you've got to remember is sometimes, you know, you pay that recommended retail price and you pay for the postage.
Absolutely.
And that's another part of the like the crux of many of these types of things, especially buying on the internet these days. You can be caught out by paying a huge a levy on the postage.
It's a big book. It's not going to be going for like a 60p letter,
yes, exactly,
is it? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
You've got this incredibly popular book. We've got so many people giving positive reviews on this book. Once you've got it home, I think it's fair to say that this is the book that is going to help and guide. It is going to offer you that leverage of experience, and I guess because it's step-by-step instruction, you know that you've got that time to guarantee that all of the techniques that you're learning, you're nailing.
Yes.
You know, you've got that guidance in here. £12.95, well over half the stock allocated. The first time this came to air, which was in March, flew out, and since then we've had a lovely response to this book. So many people praising the designs, and you've got the chance to be able to create all sorts of designs. Learn how to make focal point rings, springtime blues. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's a gorgeous potential design for you to be able to bring. £12.95. Elizabeth, Alison, Louise, if you want to guarantee this, you need to check out your basket so that you don't miss out. Every single piece. What I like about this is that actually I feel like some of the techniques I would be able to take and then put into different situations.
That's definitely the beauty of a book like this, because as you're going through it, you'll be picking up on different weaves, different ways that you can machine work things. So you'll then be able to run wild with your own inspiration as well, which is wonderful. It's what we always hope for, isn't it?
Very much so. And I guess in a book like this, technique leading to final results is actually even better, isn't it? It's it kind of you're buying one and you're getting one free. You're learning a technique, but you're then also ending up with a feature piece of jewellery at the end of it. All of this, look, part of our fantastic feature offer, Sian Hamilton Handcrafted Designs and Techniques, Why Work Jewellery Workshop. And you've got just a few left. There's not many left. And obviously, making a jewellery magazine editor, Sian has created this book. So she knows what she's doing. She knows her jewellery making, that's for sure. And with that in mind, oh, wow. That's gorgeous.
Lovely colours.
There's some lovely pieces. And actually, there's quite a lot of inspiration of what gemstones to use. I'm seeing here and I'm kind of going, oh, that's interesting. That's you know, it's quite nice to see. I can imagine you doing that with some of our jasper that we've got coming up later on. I can imagine some of that jasper sitting rather nicely in pieces. They're quite bold statement pieces. See that one there? I can imagine that. Sorry, Ben, just there. Can you imagine?
Gorgeous.
Big. I mean, you'd go size, but actually I can imagine that working really well. Really
Beautiful.
well. If you want that, I reckon that will be the final chances. But it's still available, and while it's still available, it's first come, first served. Nice wire heart on that, isn't it? Loads and loads of inspiration here. Gorgeous.
What you'll find as well, because
It's our Laura binding. Well, I never.
fabulous.
Ah, look, Ben, see, you were the same as me. I was like that says Laura Binding. Look, Mrs. Binding. Of course, Laura's one of our fantastic. That's nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Yeah, congratulations, you got that. Amazing. So you've got loads to learn from. James Ferris as well, Hilary Sahota. You've got loads of inspiration. Jessica Rose. Of course, we had Sue Mason Burns as well. So loads of inspiration. Yours for the taking. Final chances to get hold of that. We're down to the final 10% left in stock. Very, very popular. Make sure you check out your baskets on that so you don't miss out. Going to leave that that just there, just to remind you to check out your baskets. Now, coming up in around about 5 minutes' time, we haven't seen this gemstone at this grade, and all I can tell you is that we're not going to see this grade very often. This is an exceptional level of quality. Now, this is going to be part of our low down deal. Never been seen before, price tag guaranteed. This is your Anarchy Ametrine, probably one of the most exceptional gemstones in terms of colour perspective, bicolour, in this sensational faceted strand. Probably one of the best faceted drop strands that we've ever had. And you have to have high grade cutters for this gemstone because it's just such a difficult stone to cut. So you've got these coming your way very soon. Now I need to pick up a pace. Let's see how many deals we can fit in before the end of this hour. Let's see if I can tidy this up so I can make sure I can reach. Let's get to it. Oh, we're going to do a double trouble deal. 2 strands for 1 price tag guaranteed. This is your double trouble nuggets deal. Beautiful colour combination. It's like an English country garden, isn't it?
It is beautiful.
You know, you've really got that blooming colour of the green aventurine and rose quartz. You've got a price tag that for 1 strand is ridiculous. 2 strands, that is absolutely balmy.
That's amazing. So much gemstone on the
I was just going to say, but look at how many you're getting.
Incredible.
I mean, the carat weight of the aventurine alone is 400 carats.
That's a lot.
I mean,
that's plenty.
Exactly. It's stacked. And because they are elongated and they're centre drilled, or actually they're kind of mid drilled. They're either sitting top or they're middle. It depends on the size of the actual bead itself. But as you can see here, they're stacked. Absolutely stacked on this strand. That's a great price tag for 1 price tag for 1 strand. But what about not just 1 strand? You're getting 2 strands for £5.95. Rose quartz also 400 carats. How do you fancy 800 carats for £5.95?
That's incredible. That rose quartz is stunning, really beautiful.
Isn't it?
It's got that sort of internal cloudiness to it, but it's got some real shocks of brightness. It's lovely. Really beautiful.
Amazing deal. I mean, that has to be a sellout, right? That has to be a sellout. With that deal, that is that's mind-blowing. That's a lot. You get that home and you will feel the weight. Just the weight alone, you go, what? I paid less than £6 for all of that. Amazing opportunity. Right, let's go straight to, let's go over here to... Ooh. Well, you've just talked about the milky haziness of rose quartz. Now, what about talking about clarity?
Oh my gosh, that is, well, that's bonkers.
That is some serious sapphire. Oh, hang on a minute. That's against the black, but wait again, let me just move that out the way. And let's just look at this against the white. Oh, now normally white bleaches colour out, right?
Yeah.
Normally white takes the colour away. Well, that is not happening with this grade. That's a beauty of a strand. Truly stunning feature strand. Graduated faceted rondelles that you have here. 2x1 to 5x2. They're not itsy bitsy teeny weenies to the centre of this. You know what I would do, right? I would take that little patch there, maybe an inch, 1 bracelet, rose gold, slider bracelet, done.
Perfect.
I do nothing else but make that, just that little section there for a bracelet for myself. The rest I might make for other people, but that centre section there, that's going to be on my wrist, perfect pink. In fact, if this doesn't sell out, I will buy that just to make that rose gold slider bracelet because I can see it now. You know when you can just see a piece of jewellery? That's absolutely magnificent quality of colour. Madagascar at the moment is just yielding some sensational colours of gemstones, but no more so than this pink sapphire. It is the real deal. It is genuine gemstones that we're offering you here for less than £80. And that shade of pink is truly second to none. This is not your delicate shades. This is not your, is it pink, is it pastel, is it this, is it that. This is pure pink sapphire, and that makes such a difference. Incredible quality. And interestingly enough, what we're enchanted by is the colour, but the only reason that we love the colour is because the clarity is facilitating the brightness and the crispness, isn't it?
You're absolutely right. I mean, I think there's no second guessing what that gemstone strand is. You'd know it straight off, wouldn't you? You'd hope for it.
But the interesting thing is that I don't know whether, I think perhaps if you knew your gemstones you would, but actually I would look at that and I think, do people know that you get this grade of pink sapphire? Do people, because it's so...
Yeah.
You know, you don't go to your local boutique jewellers and see pink sapphire.
Not of
blue
that grade.
sapphire. But you don't see a lot of this level of pink sapphire.
If you have a little book that tells you what to look for in your pink sapphire, then that's what I see in my mind's eye, in my little book.
That's an absolute triumph in my mind. If there's one strand left, then I will take that strand and I'll make that. I just want that inch bracelet, slider, and I'll do whatever anybody else wants for their jewellery. Make me mum some nice earrings and stuff, but I need that bracelet.
So that bracelet that you've just made, if you were going to sell that, if you snaffled 2 of these strands, you'd sell it for more than the strand price, wouldn't you?
And that's the thing, is you'd wear it, you'd get somebody say, oh, wow, can you make me one?
Maybe.
Exactly. I'd have to pause and go, not sure about that. Congratulations, you've got, I think that's absolutely beautiful. Gemstone of distinction, totally. Right, let's go to, let's see if I can reach here, and let's go with, now, just been talking about rose gold.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Lovely.
I mean, if you wanted to do a full bracelet of your sapphire, you know, not make it a slider, but make it a full bracelet and just restrand that that strand, restrand it because it's already graduated for you, add on a clasp, done. I mean, you don't have to get more complicated. That's it. Now you're going to get 10 of these sterling silver, rose gold plated. And I was in Hatton Garden not that long ago, working with a very, very, very well-known boutique designer, and they were talking about what's big in Italy. And Italy obviously is the forge of many of your precious metal looks.
Yes.
You know, Italy is quite a contemporary place, whereas you've got the chic qualities from France and Paris. You've got a little bit more of the contemporary style of metalwork from Italy.
Yeah.
Well, this is the colour that they said is heaving at the moment. Desperate deals to be had on rose gold. And this just, I think in some ways, this is just going to add that must-have, but without it costing you a huge amount of money. How about that? You've got 10 for just £3.95. That's 10 that's going to make 10 pieces of jewellery, and it works out at less than 40 pence each. And when you think about adding sterling silver, rose gold finish sterling silver, you're adding luxury, you're adding finesse to your jewellery, you're adding that talking point quality. And nobody wants to have something that doesn't have something of a feature to talk about. And sterling silver is a feature.
It
you
is.
know, we make it affordable, but for the jewellery world at large, sterling silver is a highly priced precious commodity. I was talking about that just this afternoon. We were talking about that somebody had offered us a prize at our school fair, and it was a sterling silver. You could put a print in and then make it into a piece of jewellery. So you put a hand print or a paw print, you know, that kind of thing. And somebody said to me, so is it silver? You know, and there was that pause, and I went, yeah. It's made out of. What? Ooh. Sterling silver. And I guess we're in this world where we make sterling silver affordable, but actually at large, sterling silver is a prized commodity, and rightly so. It's a precious metal. But we make it so affordable that sometimes we just take these kind of prices for granted, but we shouldn't really. That's less than 40 pence for 10 of those rose gold sterling silver. Now we are going to take those prices down right now. We're going down. I'm taking those prices down. Oh yeah.
I need a sound effect. There you go.
It's going down. It's the lowdown. I think it's fair to say that when you say we're going to the lowest ever price on this strand, it is seriously not necessary.
No, it's not two sort of words that I would connotate with each other.
No.
Low and Ametrine.
especially at the moment. Do you know, there is, I had the privilege to go to one of the leading jewellery faceting houses in Jaipur who cut this gemstone, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is where it's cut, because they are the top, and you can see the faceting quality is just magnificent in this strand. Can we get super close to one piece, Ben? Because I want to talk about the kind of stages that need to go through in this gemstone to get that quality of beauty. Look at the faceting in this. It's utterly extraordinary. Now, to facet this gemstone, the process of stages that needs to guarantee this result is endless. I mean, we're talking precision. And the reason that this gemstone takes more time than others is because of its bi-colour quality. Because you've got a gemstone that splits into two different colours. You've got the amethyst purples and you've got the yellows of the citrine. Because you've got that dividing colour, the cutter has to be really empathetic to the not just the crystal form, but the colour within the crystal form. And that's where the challenge lies. So there is one elite cutting house in Jaipur, and I'm pretty sure that's where this gemstone's being cut. And I spent nearly 3 days filming in that cutting house, watching 3 days, watching the process from pre-form going all the way through to the final end result. Because when you've got this level of gemstone and that level of craftsmanship of cut, it's not just an overnight success. This is expertise. You have high-grade lapidarists, and the result of that is that you've got some of the finest cuts that then deliver some of the most spectacular dividing colours. In this gemstone, you will see those blends of colours of the violets and the purples alongside the gold and citrines. Each one will offer different levels of colour. It'll give you different complexities and mixing of that, but that's the beauty of this natural gemstone. There should not be a price guarantee to go low on this kind of gemstone. I mean, other gemstones, perhaps I would facilitate that perhaps, yes, we can play with the price. Gemstones like this, and I think maybe I'm quite personal about the pricing on this gemstone because I have spent so long and I have had such a personal connection to spending time with these highly skilled lapidarists, and the precision that is required to the start to the finish of this gemstone cut in a single stone. And let's not forget, when I was filming, I was actually filming single gemstones being cut. I wasn't filming, you know, multiples of it for a strand. I was filming one gemstone being cut, and you've got that quality in each one of these magnificent gemstones. Look at that.
It's not something you'd hand over to the work experience chap, is it?
That's for sure. It's for sure. And actually, what's magnificent is when you go to like sort of world leading cutting houses, it's actually normally quite heritage. So it's experience that's passed down family member to family member. For a long time, it was meal to meal, but these days it's so much more about, you know, just passing down from I guess from one generation to another, male to female, female to male, etc. There's much more of I guess it's an openness that the skill is all about understanding the gemstone and cutting it, and the experience from perhaps your forefathers through now to the precision of what you've got here.
And I think as an inheritance, that skill is just a beautiful, beautiful gift to give.
Isn't it just? Isn't it just?
It's made me all tingly.
It's an amazing opportunity. 108 carats of Ametrine. It's your graduated, faceted, world-class cut that you have here. Now, if I just tell you, the web price is $79.95. Can I tell you, right, while I was at that cutting house, there was a very big deal that went on. Right, it was a massive deal. One of the world's biggest American dealers for the largest places, boutique jewelers in America. You name them, he deals for them. He made a huge deal.
Oh, how exciting.
And when you know that that's the kind of gemstone that you've got here, at $79.95, it sounds good for a whole strand. It's not the price you're going to pay. Rock bottom. No wonder that's the low down deal, because that is rock bottom. You've got their £32 saving. We've just put over £30 back into your pocket. You're paying less than £50. And this gemstone, this is the gemstone that you are expecting to see in some of your high end, I mean your big jewelers. I'm talking about the high end in America have just made this deal happen. And if you want this gemstone now, I'd advise you get it at this price tag, because who knows where the price is going to go going forward, especially for this high grade quality. £30 back in your pocket. Now don't forget, straight after the break, we have got launching the Crinkle with the quantity that has already seen nearly half stock gone on the pre-order. That's the Crinkle coming up straight after the break, and of course our Tiara showcase, so don't go anywhere.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Okay, we're going to do a minute clock for everybody to get involved, okay? You've got to be ready for this. Pretty much half the stock's already allocated on pre-order, so if you do want to join us on this deal, this is one of those tools that has never let you down in some ways.
No.
You know what I like about it? First thing I like about it is the size, right? Because I don't know about you, sometimes when I look at the tools that come out, you kind of go, love it, but I can't take it to anywhere. It's kind of cumbersome, it's heavy, it's perhaps, and at the present time, I can feel my hands ache and things like, because I get quite, you know, kind of issues with my arthritis, etc. And so, like, I am always looking for things that are practical, that are not too heavy, that don't, like, kind of, you know, I want easiness, it's a good size, but it's not too over the top. This is it. This is a tool that just nails the job that it needs to do. And I have to say, on Beadalon's behalf, not that I'm getting paid from Beadalon, they do a cracking job. Beadalon do great tools. Beadalon can provide exactly what you want, but without going over the top.
This is true.
And I think this tool just nails it. Now,
I use it every week, and that's no word of a lie.
Yes.
I carry it with me wherever I'm working. It comes away on little camping trips with me because, as you say, it's super light, super portable. Just that couple of reels of wire, my basic set of pliers, and I'm good to go.
And that's interesting, isn't it? Is just that in terms of tools that travel, though tools will travel, you only need a couple of tools. You only need this, and then actually there's a lot of wire work to be done. There's a lot of wire work to be rewarded by just having that tool and a couple of your hand pliers.
Absolutely.
And that's why this tool is so popular. Now, for those of you who haven't got this tool, then all I'll say is that the phone lines are going to open. Web buyers, get ready to guarantee. We're going to put a minute on the clock from now, and within that minute you've got the time to pick up the phone. It's a free phone number that you're dialing. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com if you prefer. Now, it's first come first served. The best part about this tool, I think, is for me, it's the price, because if you want a tool that you can keep one in your bag, one in your travel bag, and not have to think, oh, I have to transfer it out, this is going to work. This is the tool that is going to be so affordable that you can multi-purchase. So you've got the combination, as you can see here, of the different discs that then change the pattern of the kink. And this kinking tool is so very, very popular that we've already got people trying to purchase. Right, obviously, we put it up for pre-order. That means that pretty much half the stock is gone. And in 15 seconds' time, the live show deal will kick off. 10 seconds, free phone number that you're dialing, get through to our fantastic call centre. Call centre's just down the road. A great team headed by the wonderful Rachel, who always commit to making sure you get the very best customer service. So if you haven't tried us before and you want this tool, then this is your chance to pick up the phone and dial there. Or alternatively, join us at JewelleryMaker.com. We do have an app service. Go to your Play Store or your App Store and make sure that you type in the words JewelleryMaker to find us. Final chance to get hold of this while stocks last. Always sells out. Like I said earlier on, it's like the hokey-cokey. It comes into stock and then it goes back out. In, out, you shake it all about. You do the hokey-cokey and come on. Now, Kerry, I was looking at you directly there because you're the one who could stand up and actually do the hokey-cokey right now.
Oh, no, I'm okay.
No? No?
So, no, I'm all right.
No?
All right, mate.
Just one part of it. I mean, that bit? No, she's not dancing. She's not dancing. Liam! Ready? Ready? Out. In, out. You shake it all about. You do the hook, turn around, and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Hey! Oh, the boys in the gallery get the big props today. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
That was push pineapple shake a tree. I was lost with something else.
See, the thing is that I think there's a bit of a John Travolta going on between them two. I reckon we need a little bit of white suited. You know, I think those two could be they could be on that dance floor, couldn't they? I tell you what. Strictly Come Dancing. That's where we're going to see you two next. We have got for you the huge deal. Quantity-wise, it's going to be first come, first served. If you're wondering how it works, well, we'll take you through it because our gorgeous Gem's going to give you step-by-step instructions. But this is the kind of results that you get, so it gives you that wonderful, guaranteed shaping. Now, of course, you could do that shape with your tools, like your plies, etc. But to be honest, laborious, difficult to get that symmetry. Guaranteed to get this. You get that absolutely every single time, and that's the professional quality that you want to see. If you want this shape, or if you want that curvaceous shape of the zigzag, then this is the tool to be using. And we're going to give you the price tag to give you the chance to get involved. Chance tag, £9.95 is already paid. That is, of course, a straight-in deal. And what's good about this is that if you've already bought from us today, if you joined us maybe live from 8 o'clock this morning and throughout the show, you've already made your purchases. Well, this is now just an add it to your order. One postage and packing for the whole day, £9.95 is already paid for your tool. So take us through, Jem. Let's take us through. Now, obviously, if you're watching, please do be quick, because I don't want you to sit back, watch the demonstration and then pick up the phone and then say to you, oh, by the way, it's sold out. So get on the phone lines now, make sure you make your purchase, you can see the quality, and then watch the tutorial. And don't forget, if you've got those posh televisions, you can always remind us and you can watch the tutorial once you've made your purchase. I just don't want you to hold back and then the quantity be sold out. The quantity is moving fast because it's a great price tag for a really, really crucial tool, especially for a wire work weekend. When we've got a weekend that's celebrating all great things of wire, this is a tool that's going to make your wire work even better. Now I'm going to quickly show you how the tool's been worked into this pendant that Jem's made. Now obviously we've got this incredible feature gemstone to look forward to. This is brand new bird's eye jasper coming your way within the next hour. From 8 o'clock we'll be launching this brand new stone, but in the meantime take a look at how Jem's created the framework around the stone with that wonderful crinkling tool. Just instant to capture that detail without even a hesitation, isn't it, of design quality.
It's perfection, it really is, because not only are you getting that regimented size of each side of the mountain, you're getting that perfect angle every time, and that's something that you can very easily fail to achieve when you're using hand tools, flat facing pliers.
Yeah, and that's a kind of quality that you want from your jewellery designs.
You do.
Anybody who struggles with wire work, actually make life easy. You know, get tools like this that will facilitate quality to your design. You've got that, look, £9.95. If you want the tool, let's just take a look and see what it does. So it's a really simple tool. It's not one of those where you have to, you know, it's not brain surgery.
You
That's
don't
a good
need
thing.
a PhD.
Yes.
It's all good.
That's good for me, especially today.
When I'm working with plated wires, I tend to use 0.6 and 0.8mm wires. If I'm working with a sterling silver, I've used this on 1mm as well. What you don't want to do is whack very, very hard 1mm wire through, because it will kind of loosen up the cogs a little bit. So you can either kind of get two at this price. I would thoroughly recommend that you do hang on to these, because if you show it to somebody, they'll probably want to buy one from you anyway. Yeah. But if you sort of use one for your 0.8 and below, and then reserve a second one for your heavier gauge wires, but generally speaking up to a 0.8mm. So I've got a little bit of 0.8 from one of the upcoming kits. This is 0.8mm silver coloured wire, and I'm just going to show you, if I may, on camera 4, just how to get that started and how it works, and how it is a little bit of a glare. Do you want me to try and chalk that up a little bit, see if that will work? I don't know if I'll be able to twist it or not. So ideally on a flat surface at home that would be better for you. We've got a little guide block through which you can pop the wire, and we just need to get that started. What I might need to do is put this down flat to start it, and then I will pop that back up so we don't get, if you can see in there. Yeah. What we're looking to do is catch just the end. If I turn that for you, there we go. You've got that caught. Shall I keep going there?
Yeah, that's
Is that
fine.
all right? It's not too far down?
All good, all good.
Okay, so we're just twisting and twisting and twisting like so. If you struggle with this, and this is not difficult at all, you may take your flat-facing pliers and hold on to that little sticky-uppy bit, which I'm sure has a name, but I just don't know it.
Handle?
We could go with handle, but I actually prefer sticky-uppy bit. Now, I have used this particular piece for about the last 3 years, and that is testament to the quality, because I have been known to abuse my tools by dropping them, and kind of they fall down places, and I also use them on quite heavy gauge wires. But you'll see that that little link has just gone through.
Look at that.
and it is absolutely perfect.
And that's what you
Absolutely perfect.
use. That's what you use to create that almost cage-like wire work for this pendant.
Yep.
So that's exactly what you used. But it comes with two different cogs, doesn't it?
So you've got a zigzag, and then you've got the one that I prefer to think of as the cloud effect, because it is a little bit like a cloud when you make it. A little bit bubbly, a little bit softer than your very hard cog-like effect.
Okay, so
they're actually called gears, guys.
Gears.
They're not cogs, they're gears.
Really?
Yes.
Why is it not a cog?
A cog is a different part of the machinery. When you think about the things on a bike, it's actually a gear.
No, not a cog.
Not a cog.
Well, I feel like I've learned something new there. I'll tell you that.
I like to be useful once in a while.
That's it. I'm done now. That's it. I'm happy. So, will you show us the other design as well? Now, what's nice about it is that because you're getting the two different gears, that you do get two different, totally change and mix up the resulting wire work just based on that one differential. So exactly the same principle with the tool. It works exactly the same way, but it just creates a different wire work design.
What you will find when you first take your tool out of the packet is that they can be a little bit stiff, and that is to be expected. So
it's
you may
designed
always
to be almost teeth, isn't it?
It is, yeah. The teeth
kind of
mesh
want
together.
It to be like that.
You absolutely do. Ben is going nom 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 nom. Was that Ben?
That
feels like it was Ben. So if you find that sort of falls off part the way through, what I tend to do is just recite it, put the gear back into position, and you can continue. Like so. Yeah. So that's going to work again. Or if you prefer, what you can do is just cut that and use that length, because that is more than plenty to actually work.
So those are the two differences. So you've got the zigzag, and then you've got the wave. Oh, you can't see that because my top's a bit bright, isn't it? There you go. That's a bit better. So there's, you've got the zigzag, and then you've got the wave. And actually, they look really different. But what's going to be nice is, you know, if you think about the different gemstone shapes and the crystal shapes that we're doing at the moment. I mean, think about all of those different new shapes that we've got of the glass. Think of all of those new shapes that we've got. I mean, I was looking at those gorgeous briolettes. That's going to be great for a little bit more of the angular form of the wire, but you know, got quite a lot of curvaceousness, you know, the round beads and things. Maybe you'd want to play with the waveform with that. So you've got two very, very defined different shapes to work with, haven't you?
You have indeed. There's so much mileage in this one tool. I've taught 2-day workshops just using this tool. So
30 people have left them in the baskets.
One thing I would say is with the bird's eye jasper that we've made the little pendant with, because you've got those round forms, it would look slightly different and really quite lovely with the cloud effect wiggle.
What's interesting is that I've got 30 people who haven't checked out the basket. 70% is already allocated in the tool, and obviously what we do know is that you do have to wait quite a period of time for us to get this back into stock once it sells out. I mean, this was last on air about 4 or 5 months ago, so it does take us quite some time. Yes. It does take us months. It's not just a couple of weeks down the line that you'll suddenly see this back in stock. So if you do want it, it's probably best to get hold of it now, especially at this price tag, especially when you've got under £10 as a guaranteed deal. It's a bit of a no-brainer, really, isn't it?
One thing I would say,
yes,
don't put your waveform with your crinkly form. That will not end well. Just saying.
Keep them together. So I'll show you. Get to the two gears, and those gears, I'm definitely going to want to call them cogs. These two gears, they work together. Can you see how they've got that? They're actually designed, the teeth are designed to slot together. Same principle with the wave as well. Can you see how they're designed? But that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all, is it? So the reality is that if you want the tool to do the job that it needs to do, then you need to make sure that you use them appropriately. So it comes with the base, and then you get the 2 lots of gears, and you get all of that for £9.95, all the way from beads along with that fantastic design. So of course, if you've got the wire that we've offered you so far today, great, but we're about to do you a massive wire deal that's actually going to go very well with this tool, isn't it?
Absolutely perfect.
Those of you who are asking, this is brand new. I know a lot of you are asking about it. This is your bird's eye jasper, and you've got, I'm just going to show you, you've got so much potential. They're absolutely amazing. And I just love, can I show you that? Look at the back of this one as well. Isn't that gorgeous?
I love that semi-buff effect that you get on the back of many cabochons, especially jaspers. To have the semi-buff, it gives it a really different flavour.
Yes, I agree. You got here, I'm just going to show you them all. Shall I show the semi-buff? There we go. That's it, and that's the flat. And what's nice about it is that you've got the domed area, which is highly polished, and then you've got the flat bottom that is semi-buff. So that's perfect, isn't it?
It is perfect, and what you will see is there's a slight difference in colour between your semi-buff and your domed polished top.
It actually creates a totally different dynamic. I think the polish makes the colour pop.
It does, it really does.
But if you want a little bit more of the neutral, you know, going a little bit more of the soft, and we know that some of the big designers are really leaning towards, you know, the non-polished form of gemstones, that's actually perfect.
It is.
It's a really nice, and actually I quite like the idea of being able to make jewellery in two forms, in two ways. These are coming your way. They're brand new in today's must-have. That's at 8 p.m. tonight, so live 8 p.m. I know what everybody's asking. They're all different. Every single cabochon is different, so you'll get a pack and they'll all offer you something unique, different shapes, different qualities of colours, etc. All of that coming your way. Guaranteed 240 carats, I think I'm right. Is it 240? 240 carats of your bird's eye jasper in one bundle, and it is going to be the only bird's eye jasper that you're going to see. So if you do want it, this is going to be your chance. In the meantime, we have got a brand new kit that is all inspired by the luxury of tiaras, and of course coming up into this part of the year, you know, you start to think about the likes of, you know, going to perhaps the nice races, or maybe you're going to go to weddings, or maybe you're going to perhaps design and make jewellery for other people for their weddings. It's a great way to make a little bit of money, isn't it, to make a tiara? Well, if that's the case, well, this kit is going to be the perfect kit for you. If you've never made a tiara before, if you've never kind of explored tiaras, there's a real satisfaction with tiaras. It's interesting because I think jewellery can be very satisfying. Pendants, necklaces, nice to wear. But there's something about a tiara when I've watched the likes of, obviously, your good self, and then, of course, we've got the gorgeous Sheila and Linda, who all love to make feature tiaras. I think there's something quite accomplished about creating something so regal.
It does make you feel a little bit like a princess, and I know that I quite often will wear my tiaras to make sure that they're comfortable, there's no sticky uppy bits of wire in them. And the other day I answered the door in the weirdest combination of clothes and the tiara that you're looking at right now.
That's gorgeous.
My postman he's used to me, so, you know, he was like, all right then, tiara day, is that?
Yeah, I had somebody come round the other day who doesn't know me at all, and I was in an inflatable cow. I was wearing an inflatable cow. I was checking that it was working, because you turn on the fan and then it right. And I thought, oh, I need to check that the fan's working. I was in the house by myself, which makes it even worse because it just
does it squeak when you walk?
Literally, and it goes ding dong. I thought, now I either try and get out of the inflatable cow and they probably leave, or I go and answer the door as an inflatable cow. So I went to the door as an inflatable cow. It was an interesting moment, and I think, you know, one of those things where you kind of look back and you go, well, at least I gave them a bit of conversation. They probably, you know, went and sat down and had tea that night, when you never guess what happened to me today. We have got for you a wonderful opportunity, the luxury of this duo of kits. So we're going to pull together two parts of the kit together. If you want one part, then that's fine. If you want both parts, you can have them. Of course, one postage and packaging. The first part of the kit, it's all about the luxury and elegance of pearls, a double whammy combination of pearls. That luxury feature strand that you have here offers you the combination of 6x7 to 6x8 pearls, and of course the size of pearls are really important for tiaras. If I just would you mind if I just take this? I'm just going to show. If I had too large a pearl on this, it would be overbearing. It would kind of take away the beauty of that balance. It's really important.
tips.
Yeah.
It will physically tip forwards if your pearls are too heavy.
And I think it's interesting if you've got that size. So what we've selected within this collection is very much tiara-based qualities. You see here, you've got these stunning briolets of the Swarovski as well. I think that this is probably one of the most exquisite, simple, classic looks that you can create from a tiara. Extended, high-grade look, highly dramatic look that you have here. So you've got the combination of the briolets of the Swarovski and you've got the pearls in this tiara, and you could make that with this bundle, as you can see. So you've got the combination of the Swarovski briolets in both sizes, plus you've got 2 strands of pearls. And we're gonna do one price tag for this combination. You want the kind of the luxury of these ingredients without the luxury price tag. Well, that's exactly what we're guaranteeing for you. 6x7, 6x8, perfect pearl size for your tiaras. And on top of that, you've got the luxury of adding in Swarovski, which of course adds that added quality of colour and detail and design. Phenomenal price tag, £21.25 is all you pay. I mean, when you start to think about the quality of the pearls, I mean, it's really important, especially because a tiara is very much a statement piece. You need quality pearls.
You most definitely do, and the extra added benefit of these particular strands of pearls is that many of them are quite baroque in their nature, and when you are winding them onto a face, you definitely want to have that sort of slightly flatter back, so they sit perfectly against the band.
My posture changed, didn't it? Was it gone from that to that? Actually, it's funny.
We've been to Miss Mary's finishing school.
Yes, look at this. And actually, it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. That's really pretty. Do you know the truth? This is genuine. Right, so I was presenting yesterday. Jem knows what I'm about to say. I was presenting yesterday and it came up as advertising that we had tiaras today. Do you want to know what I did last night? I did my hair. I was like that. Well, if I'm wearing tiaras, I'll probably best do my hair then. Get rid of those roots. So I did my hair especially.
Looks fabulous.
Thanks. Otherwise, I would not be putting those on my head. That is a perfect balance of pearls and Swarovski. It feels really gorgeous.
Fantastic.
And that's what you've got there, that balance of the pearls and the Swarovski in the kit. Second off, you've got the combination of all the wires. Now, these are the wires, I mean, come on. These are the wires that everybody wants.
They're my desert island
the right
collection.
Colour, it's the right set gauges. They're just right, aren't they?
Through and through.
Totally.
Yep.
Now, what you're going to get is a combination of the wires. Now, this is 10 metres of the 1mm gauge. This is your thicker gauge wire. This is the kind of wire that creates this kind of structural look on this tiara. So that's, I presume that's 1mm anyway.
It is, yes.
So this is the 1mm. So can you see how it's very strong? It's very solid. So that's the 1mm gauge that you have for this tiara. Then on top of that, we're then going to go 10 metres of your 0.4 and 10 metres of your 0.8. So you have all of those coming together. So that is in total 30 metres of silver wire. They've then got, oh wow. Is this your cup chain?
Yes.
Or as I always call it, cupcake chain. Oh, I love it. That's pretty, so right. I've only ever seen the larger size of the cup chain.
It's incredible.
Is really nice size, isn't it?
It's beautiful, absolutely stunning.
And this is going to look lovely against the backdrop of the tiaras.
Yes,
this is going to
I'll show you a different technique in the 9 o'clock kit for a slightly different feel of tiara, which would use the same colour. So if you're a silver girl or a gold girl, we've got both of those covered tonight.
Ooh, I'm excited about that. So you've got your cup chain, plus you've got furthermore some Swarovski, and you are going to get your tiaras as well. So you have got your tiara bands as well. You're going to get 5 of those within this combination. Now, the price that you should be paying on this deal is £43.20. That's a should-be price tag. Guess what? It's not the price you're paying this evening. Oh, no. How about we slice that price £20 lower? You're getting 5 of the tiaras, 30 metres of must-have silver-plated round copper wire. You're getting the cup chain, Swarovskis, and all of that for just £23.20. That's £20 back in your pocket. Nothing changes. The quality doesn't change. All we're doing is just slicing the price because it's in a bundle. bundle, our bundle, where we could push the prices even lower. If you were buying it separately though, if you were going to our website, and we're not pricing this against anyone else but ourselves, it would be £43.20. That would be your price tag. But right now, £20 back in your pocket. And I love that. Am I allowed to wear that one?
Yes, you can.
Oh, I love that one.
It's quite weighty.
But that's the thing, isn't it? And I was thinking to myself, I want to see it. Did you design it so it was almost hairbandish?
Yes, you can wear it more across the forehead. It's inspired by Garrard's Queen Mary diamond bandeau tiara, which was...
Well, I thought that.
Of course you did. It was made in the 30s, so it has that sort of elegant deco into nouveau feeling.
Is it, I was going to say, it's very Art Deco.
Yes.
So it's like, was it a little bit like that? Are you meant to wear it like at the front?
You can absolutely wear it. However, if you can make it balance on your ears, you can do whatever you fancy. Princess Diana wore the most beautiful emerald necklace across her forehead.
Yes, she did.
It was absolutely stunning. So this is based on, as I say, the Queen Mary, and the centrepiece is based on a brooch from 1893, which a lot of royalty do. They repurpose bits of jewellery.
That bit there?
Yep, the centrepiece.
So they picked it and placed it.
They
did
loved
that with the Hope
it.
Diamond, didn't they, a couple of times?
It has been moved around and changed a little bit.
That bit there.
The one that we're going to look at creating is inspired by the Lover's Knot tiara, again by House of Garrard, which was from 1914. Which Ben apparently is terribly familiar with.
Ben's our director, just going, oh yes, I know that one. So,
what I'm going to do...
Which one are we doing?
We're going to look at the Cambridge Lover's Knot.
I love that one.
I love that.
I love that.
There you go, treasure. Let me pop this one out the way. So I'm going to show you a couple of key techniques, and
Carrie, I'm amazed that you haven't got one in. You like your tiaras and stuff like that. I was thinking that you'd be wearing one. I thought you would, because I can imagine you wearing a nice tiara. Yeah, proper.
So across the top, these spikes are, they're a little bit Statue of Liberty-esque as well, but they're made...
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what it reminds you of.
When I've been looking, I was going, what does it remind me of? It is, isn't it?
So we're going to look at creating that in one piece of wire. So you would probably need around about just over a metre of the 1mm gauge.
Okay.
And I started in the centre. Now you can graduate those spikes ever so slightly down so they become smaller at the sides, or you can keep them all the same, and you could even make a big crown and have it going all the way around. It's very, very basic technique.
You mean it all the way around like that?
You could, yeah, absolutely. I've used tiara bands to create crowns before. It's just a nice place to start.
Okay.
So you start in the centre of your probably 1.1, 1.2 metres of wire, a little bit to handle, but it's perfectly doable. And I'm going to use my bent chain nose pliers to grip the centre of that wire and start off by creating a very, very sharp bend, which becomes the centre top of that first central peak. Now I'm going to give that a tiny bit of a squish, but not too tight, because we want to be able to get in between there with some 0.4mm gauge wire. The next tool I'm going to use is the multi-sized bail making pliers to create the little loops that sit at the bottom. So I'm probably going to use the middle size for this, and we're just going to create a little form like so. Turn that over the other side, remembering which one you used if you're using the multi-size, and back up like so. A little bit like an upside down love heart, Ben is saying.
Yeah.
So what you would do then is move on to the next stage. As I say, you can graduate them down. You could even measure them if you wanted to make sure that they were all identical. But the key is that we're just kind of redoing the same technique now. So I'll just flip that over and do the one on the other side. And then I will show you how to add in the tiara band into this position. So what I will do just for the second, when you get to the end, you're going to trim away to about 1 inch. So imagine we've got a great big swathe of like 13, 15 peaks and troughs. When you get onto the end, you can just add a little bit of a coil. Now you can either bind that to your tiara base, or you can wind it around the tiara. So I'll just show you both of those techniques. And we're just going to add that to begin with. I spent quite a lot of time just getting those very, very evenly spaced.
I was just going to say, the precision on the piece that I'm wearing it's quite mastered.
It took a little bit of time to do it. I'll be honest.
You can tell though, you can tell, because there is a precision there. And I guess in some ways, because they're peaking with the Swarovskis are so startling, you kind of need to have that precision, aren't they? Because they draw the eye right in.
Absolutely. So the next stage, you can either work on getting the central position, absolutely 100% perfect on your tiara band. You can measure that if you prefer, it's entirely up to you. You can either bind this on like so. So I'm just going to take the wire around both the tiara band and the U section. I'm going to take that around twice, post a little section up the middle, and that's now just wrapping only around the tiara band, and then twice again around the far side, and you would just continue until you fitted that all on, and that really does hold it quite nicely into position. So the alternative, if you don't want to have the loop, you can just take that end all the way around. I'm supporting quite firmly this end upright so that we don't lose that length of peak, and then if you wanted to, you can then either trim that or add a tiny little coil. Symmetry for me in a piece like this is really important, but you can see that I've just whacked that around and stuck it on. Now, if you wanted to add pearls over the top of that segment, I'll just show you very, very quickly how to add one of these. And if you can reserve relatively round form flat back pearls for the job, absolutely perfect.
Button pearls, would you rather have, like, so you've got a flat bottom altogether, or are you happy with the...
Perfectly happy with the slightly baroque nature of the pearls that we have. They work beautifully and they lend a lovely organic nature. So I allowed these to sit just on some 0.4mm gauge wire, which, sorry if I didn't say, but that's what we're using to tie the peaks onto the band. And then we're just going to sit that around and double wrap between each time we're adding a pearl. So that's the base.
So, hang on, sorry, you attach the peaks first.
I do.
On the single bind.
Absolutely.
With a double wrap.
Yeah.
But then you add another wrap with the pearls.
With the pearls.
Oh, right,
and for me, it just gave me all the opportunity to make sure that not only is it tied on there twice now, it's not going anywhere, but also it enabled me to focus on one thing at a time, and I wanted to get those peaks utterly, utterly perfect and centralised.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pop this down for a second, and I'm going to grab a segment of 0.4mm gauge wire. Now again, it pays to work with a relatively long length. If you find that it's a bit tricky for you, then work with shorter lengths and just find a place to hide those ends inside the peaks and troughs, which there are plenty of places. So I'm working with the, please tell me these are 8mm? I think they're 8mm.
Swarovskis.
Sorry about the noise. These weren't pre-unwrapped.
Take that one.
Oh, thank you very much. Absolutely fabulous. So sorry. So what we would do at one end, we would post through a little bit of 0.4mm gauge wire.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to wrap that around the top.
Yeah.
So I'm wrapping twice around the entirety of that peak, twice around there, and then one time up through the top centre. And it will become apparent as I move through the demonstration how that works. We're going to add in that wee Swarovski. Let me just trim away this segment here. If you take pains to make that super flat, then it won't catch in people's hair. Obviously, we want to demonstrate the techniques, not the very, very fine points, or we'll be here all night.
Yes.
So at the moment, my wire is passing entirely over the front of that design. What I'm going to do is take the end of my 0.4mm, and I'm taking that down to the bottom segment, and it's just coming up here through the bottom. I'm going to pull that super firmly and then draw it all the way up to the top and just get some tension behind it, and there we go. That's sat into position, locked. Move on to the next one. So the first strap goes all the way around. Imagine we've put that Swarovski in position, and then the second wrap, we're going to post the tail up through that opening at the bottom, draw it into position, support it, and pull that firmly.
Out of interest.
Yes.
It's a simple question, but can I post up that way and down that way? Do you do exactly the same each time?
I'm doing exactly the same each time, so that you get a line across the top and then a single line on the right hand of the upright. It's entirely up to you which way round you do it. You can kind of do one up, one down, one up, one down. It's entirely how it makes you happy. But as long as you're getting that kind of level of symmetry, then it just needs to make you happy, really.
Yeah.
But that's the basic technique, and that's how the whole thing is made. Super simple, right?
I mean, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? And you've got the chance to be able to make this full this full tiara, and more. Let's not forget, from the two kits, you've made an exquisite amount of headwear, but also you've done neckwear as well within this combination.
Absolutely, yes. I wanted to make some show-stopping tiaras, but I also wanted to show the diversity of the kit. If you're not into tiaras, then obviously you can use those bands, you can wrap them in fabric. They are perfect for children as well as for adults alike.
And if this was a wedding showcase, you wouldn't question it, would you?
No, you wouldn't,
I
absolutely.
mean, you know, you just go, well, this is a wedding showcase, so it could be for pearls that go on the neckline, Swarovskis that go on there, or it could be vice versa, or for both. You know, pearls and Swarovskis are timeless for that type of style, aren't they? And you've got the chance to be able to make this look, and all for just £21.25.
That's fantastic.
You have got there the combination of the two pearls, the Swarovskis and the briolets that you've just seen sitting into this tiara, plus the smaller Swarovskis as well. All of that look, and actually to lift those pearls, take that look, you can also match that with the necklace as well. So you could actually make, if you wanted to do, you know, a suite of jewellery, you could actually make that with this one kit at £21.25. You could make the whole look for £21.25.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, the necklace that has been created here is done so in plated metal, and I wouldn't sell that for under £45. So that's at least twice the cost of that kit.
Yeah, no hesitation on that. Congratulations, you got that £21.25. Now, obviously, we've given you tools so far today, which is, of course, the crinkling tool. By the way, if you've put it in your basket, I'm now down to the less than 10% of the stocks available. So if you haven't checked out, I've got nearly 25 people who haven't yet checked out. So you could miss out on that if you don't check out, and I just wanted to give you the heads up. We've done tools, we've done wire, and this is a wire work weekend. There's one thing that I think we have to have. Now, I've only seen these once before. I might be wrong, but I think you've only seen these once before. Am I right in saying that? I think I'm right in saying it. Yes. Okay. Second time to wear then. So this is second time to air. Now, they were only launched last month, and we are now into, and obviously one presumes that this is a buy it while we've got it quantity of a tool. Now, the nice part about these is that multifunctioning tools means that one tool does all. You know, one tool that essentially allows you, especially if you're going away, if you just want to take one tool away with them, this is going to be your chance to be able to do that, no holds barred. So let me just take you through. Essentially, you've got here your round nose pliers, but they're perfect because these are, or we'd call like the thin base round nose pliers. So they're the perfect funnel to really get precision, to get quite close in. You've got quite a nice detail. You can see there if I just pinch her in, can you see how they nip in beautifully?
They really do.
Really, really nice precision that you're going to get there. Then take a look at these. You've also got your chain nose pliers as well. Now these are bent chain nose pliers. So standard chain pliers are straight. Bent nose pliers, you use bent nose pliers pretty much all the time.
I absolutely do. They're my go-to tool, and this for me is actually not just two tools, it's three tools.
Go on.
We have a difference here between flat pliers and chain nose pliers. Admittedly, these are my bent chain nose pliers. Now, your chain nose will taper towards the end, whereas your flat pliers tend to be the same dimension all the way from the box to the end.
Yes.
With these particular manufacturer, they are exquisite. I tend to utilise them, that segment,
here,
as the flat pliers. Yeah, so because the box joint is so perfect, I don't put them down. So that's my three tools in one. I mean, what would you rather have?
Yeah. Do you want all of those, or do you want just that one tool that does all of those jobs for £14.95? I mean, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer on this one, isn't it? £14.95, only been on air once before and incredibly popular. And I mean, the thing is that tools are the difference between quality finish, detailed finish, precision finish. Using the right tool could be the difference between success and not not exact failure, but actually not as successful. Because a tool can change how you design. It can change because it facilitates. It adds the freedom that you need for just letting your designs be as you want them to be without any compromise. This is how you do it. You get the right tools to do the job. You don't have to spend a fortune. You know, go and buy a tool like this elsewhere. You're probably spending quite a lot of money, especially if you go to your hobby and crafting shops. You know, those big warehousey places. I'm pretty sure they'll probably charge you quite a lot of money for this kind of tool. You've got this opportunity for just £14.95. Catherine's just got in touch. She says, thank you, Gem. Wonderfully explained. And you have made my day. You are a star and jewellery is amazing. Oh,
big hugs. Thank you ever so much.
that's
You're
lovely.
such a love. Thank you.
Thank you for that. It's a gorgeous message. Lovely. If you want to get in touch with us tonight, tell us what you're up to. Tell us what you've been up to today. Let us know everything that you've been doing the last week for jewellery making, and let us know how your weekend's panning out. It's lovely to hear from you always. 60777 is your text number. Make sure you start your text with the words JM Studio. That means that we know that you're talking to us. I was on another channel just the other day and somebody went, oh, why are they talking to? And it was a certain person who works here, and actually they came through to the wrong channel. So you've got to start your text with JM Studio, otherwise other people get the message. So that's important. Make sure you start with JM Studio. Normal network charges do apply. Chink, chink, chink. They're really popular, and as I say, 3 tools or 1 tool. Choice is yours. Congratulations. Beadlon, of course, always good quality. Let's go to our... Now, I wouldn't even call these boys are calling them scissors, right? But they are still classified as pliers, right? Because if I just take the lid off, although that they are scissors, as in that they cut, actually in reality, I think they are actually probably a little bit more than that. Can I just pass these to you? Wait till you feel, right? I'm not going to say, feel it, just feel it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
How am I going to describe that?
If you make creations with fabric and you have one of those £90 scissors, that if anybody uses it to cut paper, there's going to be angry words said.
Yeah.
That's what they feel like.
Thank you, because I promise you, there's a feel about these when you do that first closure. There's no point me trying to describe it because it's pretty much impossible. However, you will feel exactly what I'm thinking of.
I know what it is.
Go on.
It's stepping in fresh snow.
That crunch.
Yep.
Listen, I'll see if you can catch it in the microphone. Listen. Can you hear that? It's got that... Yeah. So what you've got is probably what is, again, precision scissors. Right? These are high durability scissors, but there's precision in these. Professional tools that you have here. We're looking at fine tip, which means if I close these up, can you see this? Not just fine, it actually says here extra fine, which means it closes up right to the very tip of this, which means if you need to get really close to something, and sometimes with like some of our threads and cords you need just to get right in to do that final snip, and you don't want to use the middle because you can't get that close in. To use that vinyl tip, you've got the precision on this.
So the difference between a snip is a snip will close like so, whereas scissors physically cross over, and you do get that absolutely perfect
line. Yeah. You've got that quality again, all the way from Beadsmith, those pliers. Right, let's go straight on to let's do this. Are you ready for this? Okay, I'm gonna have to move the way. Right, so let's pull these out of the way, because get ready for this.
That's a very regal colour. Ooh, feisty. Wow.
Ooh. All structural wire as well, so it means that it's a great colour base. That if you've got, say, silver or gold or your bronzes, and you want to mix and match your colours, start with a base that's different and then build upon it with some of your other wires.
There's so many colour combinations going through my head. So the green and the red are quite festive.
Yeah, I was going to say, coming up into the season of
the blue and the cream are also quite festive.
See, I was thinking blue and cream for a little bit of nautical.
Also nautical, also beachy.
Yes.
And then you can add in your sunset and your beautiful palm trees and go for a complete holiday vibe.
And what's gorgeous is that each colour's got a different texture. You've got here 10 metres of each. 10 metres is 40 metres in total of your 1 mil gauge. £25.95. With what? £25.95.
That's a bit good, isn't it?
Is that half price? That is half price deal. I think it's actually more than half price, isn't it?
Better than half price.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, that is serious half price deal. £12.95 is already paid 40 metres of your 1 mil gauge. Your red, your green, your blue and your cream. You know what's nice about the cream is that it's coated cream. Can you see there? So it's not just that it's, so you've got a really nice tactility to the wire work. The actual, the green's very similar in that way as well because it feels like it's almost like got a coated quality
like a
to
powder.
It. Yeah. So it's just going to change the texture of your designs. Hold on those lines for that deal. £12.95 is already paid for 40 metres. Now, final wire bundle that we have for you within this hour. I mean, it's one of the most popular. Silver and antique bronze are probably the most competitive, in-demand wires that we have. And in particular, this gauge combination that you have here. You've got your gauge combination, 10 metres of your 1 mil times 2.
Brilliant.
20 metres in total in your antique bronze copper wire. And of course, when you think about everything that you've seen so far, for example, with the tiara, when you think about that tiara here, but you wanted perhaps something a little bit more natural, a little bit more perhaps, you know, vintage, you could do that detail with this kind of wire, couldn't you?
Or take it to an industrial level. I mean, Lady Liberty is made from copper, isn't she?
Yes.
So you could recreate that in sort of a more vintage feel.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you know what 1 mil is. It's structural, it's strong, it gives you dynamic, and you've got 2 lots, that's 20 metres in total, for just £11.95. Holding on the lines is always advised on deals like this, because obviously we're coming in, we're going with loads of opportunities. If you see something you like, stay on those lines and we'll answer your call as fast as we possibly can. We're going straight on to, oh, that's going to go nice. That's going to go nice with that wire.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull that back out again. I'd do that.
That's gorgeous.
You know what I would do as well? And I'm going to go, because this is why work weekend, I'm actually going to mix this one in as well.
That's perfect. Absolutely spot on. Yeah, like that.
Isn't that gorgeous? Golden tiger's eye in your plain rounds. These are 10 mil rounds that you have, and if I just rotate, you can see for yourself that the brightness of that chatoyancy is just spectacular. It's quite milky, it's almost like kind of buttery colours, isn't it?
Do you know what it reminds me of? The little Shiva eye shells.
Yes.
It has very much that colourway.
Yeah, it does have. And because it's moving, and as it moves, you get that reaction, that phenomena of the eyes almost opening and closing. It really creates a drama of personality to your jewellery. You've got a full length, that's a 38 centimetre strand of your golden tiger's eye in your plain rounds. The luxury of this kind of design is that it's really workable in lots of different ways. You know, use one as a feature to a bracelet, perhaps do a nice stacker style for a necklace. We use a couple for a pair of earrings. There's that usability, wearability style, isn't there?
Absolutely, and suitable for any gender as well.
And look at that price tag, it's less than £10. That's just £9.95. It's an amazing quality. Look at the way that it's moving on my wrist. Absolutely love that. Yeah, you can't afford to miss out on that for less than £10. You've got a serious deal there. Make sure you pick it up the phone. Make sure you stay on the lines. I know we're moving fast through these deals, but it's first come, first served. Now then, I have got a last of stock opportunity. You're going to have to be pretty quick to guarantee this. Oh, really? Okay, very quick then. You're going to have to be very quick to guarantee this deal. Now, you're going to get 3 chains in one, right? In fact, let me get one out and then I can show you that. Ooh, They're 24-inch though, are they?
Oh my gosh.
Are they 24-inch?
Wow.
Yeah, okay. So you're not just getting your classic, you're getting your elongated classic. Classic sits to here. It's called the Princess, which is perfect for your tiaras. 16 to 18-inch sets as a Princess, which sits just around the breastbone, just to the breastbone to here. And then your 20-inch drops to about here, 24-inch drops about on bust line. And then if you go into midriff, it's 30 to 34-inch. 34 inches, you're probably your lariat style. We often call it the upper length if you go beyond that to 36 plus. So each length has got something different to offer for your neckline to the style. 24-inch, these days, 24-inch is probably one of the most popular lengths I know of. I was in Hatton Garden just a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and everybody was talking about this length being probably just as in demand as the 18-inch. 18-inch used to be the go-to, but these days 24-inch is just as popular. You've got not one, not two, but 3 of these Prince of Wales chains. 3 for a rock bottom price tag of just £14.95. That's less than £5 each. Less than £5 each. Hold those phone lines and don't miss out. You can see there you're going to get detail in the Prince of Wales. You know what Prince of Wales is in the linking style? So for every single link, you have multiple links interlocking. So Prince of Wales will always have multiple links inside each individual link. Why is it popular? It's because it's so durable. Multiple links means durability. Very, very popular. 3 of those chains that you get there for that £14.95. That's an absolute stonking price tag, isn't it?
Lovely length, suitable for everybody.
Now, these are really popular because you've got pearls there, and I just think with those pearls, cap them and make them a centerpiece. Take those gorgeous features. Oh, you were thinking the same thing. Take those gorgeous features of the Swarovskis, cap them, and you make it a feature. Sometimes all you need is a cap either side of a bead, and it changes the look of your jewellery. And it's amazing how small details can have a huge influence on the jewellery that you've designed. And these bead caps, oh, the little floral caps, look.
They're lovely. So even if you just use all the same pearls on a longer length necklace, and then you just take a central pearl, could be from the same strand, could be from the different strand, could be a Swarovski bead, and make it the highlight. It takes your jewellery to another level altogether.
You're getting 10 of these sterling silver bead caps. They're 7mm inside, 10 in total for just £6.95. It works out at what, less than 70 pence each? You're capping a nice feature bead for less than £1.50. And if you want to cap, it means essentially you're just making one centerpiece, one gemstone, the main focus. It's a really good draw to the eye. And all jewellery probably needs something that draws the eye in.
Absolutely.
You know, I love my simple classic designs, but I always know that the design is probably a little bit more successful when I've got one centerpiece or one focal point. You've got that quality. £6.95 is all you pay. 10 of those pieces, 10 of them for less than £7. Perfect way to cap that. Now we have got an extra special deal for you lined up. We're not just talking about any kind of gemstone next. We're talking about probably the most adored, the most sought after. And in present climes, we've got a very big shift that's never happened before in the diamond world. And the diamond world has been probably one of the most sustainable, one of the most static in terms of desirability, pricing. It's all been very, very samey until one big thing happened just a few months ago. De Beers decided, De Beers were of course essentially they were the elite of the diamond world for a long time. In fact, they had the majority of all diamonds came into the world, into the jewelry industry, were from De Beers. So they held almost a majority. It's changed now, it's a little bit different, but De Beers are still the spearhead for diamonds. What have they decided to do? They've decided to release synthetic diamonds into their range.
Wow.
Now it has shook the industry because De Beers are the spearhead of natural diamonds. But what they've said is that in all honesty, the demand for diamonds is always going to be there. Synthetic diamonds, they're going to bring out a whole range that then shifts the price of natural diamonds where? Up. Because if you've got synthetic diamonds at this price tag, you're natural diamonds are going to go higher. So they're playing a really clever game, because De Beers have got a great established reputation for natural diamonds. So why wouldn't they then influence that demand on the synthetics with their brand? And what that's done to the trade over the last probably 5 months is totally changed the price strategy. Totally changed the price strategy of diamonds. Diamonds, natural diamonds, are seeing a significant price rise. I know this, I'm a coloured diamond specialist, and all I can tell you now is that not just on natural white diamonds, but yellow diamonds, coloured diamonds are going big style. This is a gemstone to buy now at the price point that we're about to do. Just look at these. Genuine diamonds.
Wow.
Certified quality diamonds that you have here. If you want the certificate of authenticity, you can get hold of that for just 25p, and I would always recommend with this grade of gemstone that you do get a certificate. It's proof of ownership, it's proof that you own the real deal, it's proof, it's an insurance as well, of course. Let's not forget that insurance wise, if you can't prove that you've bought diamonds, if you can't prove it, and that certificate is the proof of that purchase, then obviously under insurance terms, if you can't prove that you've got it, then they obviously won't match that if it hopefully doesn't get stolen or lost or anything. But you need to be able to prove that you've got that quality in the first place. And this is why I would suggest with this grade of gemstone, you get the certificate. It's only 25p, but it adds in that security of knowing what you've got is the real deal. These are the real deal, the luxury of 2 carats of diamonds. And when you start to think about being a diamond collector, for many people, being in the carat club, the 1 carat club is a dream. 1 carat of diamonds is a dream, right? 2 carats of yellow diamonds. And let's not forget, this is where the colour bright, bold, crisp, illuminating from each one of the stones. And diamonds can give you that luxury. Diamonds can give you that moment. And I've just put this against the finger and I've just gone, well, there's my diamond ring. Channel set,
Just
job done.
The change of angle as you tipped your hand forward, it's scintillation. It's
truly
absolutely outstanding.
A sensational look that you have here. 2 carats of your real deal, genuine diamond quality. Great arrangement. 3x2, 2x1. Phenomenal grade of luxury. 4cm strand means that you've got a lot of jewellery that you can influence with this, or you could do 1 stop and stare grade. Why can I say you can make 1? Because we're about to give you a price tag that justifies you being in the 2 carat club. Forget the 1 carat club, 2 carat club for under £100, double figures for the real deal. Of course, if you want that 25p certificate, do make sure you ask for it. It doesn't come automatically, you will need to make that request, and I would certainly recommend that you've got that proof of purchase on such a high grade, established impact look. The beautiful distinction of this look comes your way, not just a single carat, but to 2 carats for £99.95. Hold those phone lines, a lot of interest. And look at the way that even in different light sources, from the white light to the black light, you really do have such an amazing reaction. And it shows you why diamonds are so popular. It does. Because it doesn't matter what light source you're in, whether you're in, white light, bright light, dark light, midnight light, don't matter. This is a gemstone that never ever relents in catching your eye, giving you that scintillation of the rise and fall of light inside each stone. It's a wonderful feature, and you've got it all on your hand, on your neckline, on your wrist, where you're going to put it. 2 carats. I think at that price tag, 2 carats. You don't even have to split it up and go, oh, I need to make my money work, I need to make it go further. For under £100, you've got 2 carats. You can put 2 carats into your collection. Don't go giving it away. Enjoy wearing it on your own. $99.95 is all you pay. A real star-buy deal that you've got there. Massive congratulations. Now, we have got loads still to look forward to. It's nearly 8 o'clock, which means that we are talking about, we're on the cusp of a launch deal. Brand new, never been seen before. Never been seen before at all. Ever. And we're guaranteeing we're going to do a one-off launch price for you. You've got your bird's eye jasper. Everybody's saying, is it one? Are you getting one cabochon? You're getting the full cabochon collection, 240 carats of cabochons, all for one incredible launch price deal.
Order from us today at www.JewelleryMaker.com.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 a.m. for our breakfast club. We'll be bringing you low prices, last chance to buy, and end-of-line stock. Make sure you're watching because once the deals are gone, they're gone. Check out your Wall of Fame entries in this hour and be in with a chance to win £100 credit to your account. The Breakfast Club on Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
I see it, yeah. I love the I mean, literally, you can spend every moment when you get this home just taking the joy of the pattern and the print and the texture in all of this. It's just so different to anything I've seen before. And actually what I really like about this is that there's loads of blends of things that I already like, things like mookaite. In the colouring, there's things like the patterning, like the banded agate, like our crazy lace agate, that I can see in this. There's like that amazing quality of, you know, the detail that you can often catch in one moment of one gemstone, but it feels like this is caught time and time again throughout the whole of this. This is so different, and what's amazing is it's so unusual, it's so distinctively different, that it really catches your attention. It's one of those that I think as soon as you start to work with, people will want to know about it. I feel like this is one of those gems that's going to really have attention garnered by it. Your jewellery, perhaps you make one piece as your promotion piece and just wait for people to say, oh, could you make me one? Oh, wow, that's different. Where did you get that from? It's one of those stones that's gonna really, really get attention because it's so different. It has a personality that I don't think we've ever seen before. And that, literally in the whole break, we were all saying what's nice about this is we've seen lots and lots of different jaspers, and jasper can offer so much freedom of colour complexities and design and shades of colour, but also different patterns and prints. But this one, you've got nothing to compare it against. If you like the colours of mookaite, then you're going to like the colours of this gemstone, but beyond that there isn't another print or pattern like it. It's so different, and it starts like this. And this, as everybody keeps on asking, is one of the set. Now, just to be clear, I know I show you all of them, I've showed lots of different styles of this. You're going to get the full assortment, one collection of cabochons for one price tag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to guarantee the carat weight is 240 carats. Then I'm going to guarantee that you're going to get an assortment of shapes and sizes, and then I'm going to say, but yours will be totally different to anybody else's. Each parcel of the 240 carats will be different, and that's what makes each piece totally unique. And that's why within this combination there is so much to enjoy, there is so much individuality, and this is one of the most difficult jaspers to find. It isn't an everyday, it's not like, you know, when we go for mookaite we know exactly where we're going because it's a one place gemstone, and once we go there we kind of know what we're expecting. That's not the grade of this gemstone, that's not the qualities of availability that's in this stone. So what we have to identify is that we're pretty privileged to be able to offer you this carat weight and this combination. We could have done 2 or 3 and it probably still would have been very well priced within this bundle. However, we like to push the boundaries, we like to bring you something different, and I really want to show you the differential. Now that could be actually a pair, couldn't it? You could perhaps do something like that, but if I show you the difference between one side to another, don't you just love the fact that you've got the polished quality from the dome, and then you've got the semi-buff here, so you've got that little bit more of the matte texture, a little bit smoother quality that you get from each one of those stones. And I'll keep on showing you them because, as I say, within this bundle you get a lot, and I do mean a lot of unique qualities, and you can see there for yourself, size-wise and shape, totally different. Pattern, colour, print, everything is different. I'll show you every angle. Part of me sees, you know, a little bit of the banding form that takes me to some of the Amelites of the world.
Yes.
Can you see the like kind of little epicenters here? And can you remember we had eclipse quartz once? Can you remember eclipse quartz? Now eclipse quartz is essentially, it's a stone that it starts in the centre, so the crystal form starts in the centre and then comes out
Okay.
Now, not many gemstones do that, and that's why you don't see it very often. But that's what this reminds me of, because if we get really close, can you see that you have these little ripples inside? It almost feels that in nature, there's almost been a pebble that's gone in and then it's just rippling out. Can you see? So that drop of the ocean and then ripple, ripple, ripple. Drop of the ocean, ripple, ripple, ripple. And every single one has got that dynamic, which is why it's called bird's eye. It's because it's got that eye formation. You've got eyelets. You've got that rippling from the centre outwards, and each one is different, each ripple is unique, but it's going to give you that differential. Can I tell you now, for those of you who are messaging in, there's no pre-order, and we've had so many messages about pre-ordering on this. I've had a lot of people who've asked me about which one am I going to get. You know, the whole bundle comes as one, so everything I've just shown you is actually one bundle. So that's one bundle, but it won't be the bundle that you'll get. Why do I know that? Because every bundle will be different shapes, different sizes, different dynamics, different colorways. You're going to get totally unique bundle guaranteed within this one deal. That one deal that we can show you here is guaranteed 240 carats. Now, this is a launch. This is a brand new gemstone. I'm not sitting pretty thinking this is going to be around for years to come, because unfortunately this is not one of your readily available jaspers. This is a bit one of those unique colorways, and in particular the pattern is very, very individual. So because of that, this is a limited edition. So the reason, and I've had a lot of people asking for pre-order, the reason we haven't opened it as pre-order is because it's limited edition. It is very, very limited. And the quantity that we have, we couldn't facilitate a pre-order. So that is why this is a live launch exclusive. That is why today's must-have has had no preamble, no pre-ordering, and comes to you live right now. The full bundle, the whole combination of 240 carats in one deal, one price tag, and one opportunity only. There's nothing to match it. There is nothing out there. Are you ready? The phone lines, the web, the app, all will have the same access to this deal in 1 minute's time. That's 1 minute from now. Now, if you're wondering how you can get involved, if you've never joined us before, maybe you're watching for the very first time, couldn't be any easier to join us on that free phone number. Dial the number, get through to a wonderful call centre. Got any questions you need to know? Good news is there's the call centre are there to answer. They've got so many great people. Many of them are jewellery makers who actually will answer the call, so do please ask away. If you are brand new and you want to make your first purchase with us today, you will receive a step-by-step tutorial DVD free of charge, introducing to a whole host of new techniques. Plus, on top of that, you'll also get 2 free strands of gemstones. So buy this, get your gemstones, and you're good to go with plenty of jewellery. Or perhaps you've already made jewellery and you want to try this out for the first time. A brand new gemstone launching exclusively right now, launching today. A huge opportunity, 5 seconds time. 3, 2, 1, now. Everybody has the same chance to get involved. I've had a lot of requests for pre-orders, so if you were pre-ordering, you wanted to pre-order, just get in early. Just make sure if you're putting it into your basket, you check out your baskets to make sure you don't miss out. You can join us on our app service as well. That's the JewelleryMaker app service. All yours for the taking. 240 carats of your bird's eye jasper. This is your multi-shaped cabochons. Great, great combination. I mean, literally the graphics can't keep up. Congratulations, Susan. I've got Linda confirmed. Congratulations. Karen's confirmed. I've got buys in Essex. Congratulations to you. I've got Yorkshire and Shropshire. I've literally just got, I've got in my ear, Liam's just gone, Vic, you can't keep up with this one. This is a huge reaction, and we haven't even told you the price tag. What you are looking at right now on the web, we are guaranteeing that price tag is going to go lower. So if you're on the web right now, we're going to go even lower. So if you've already confirmed and you're sitting pretty guaranteeing that you've got this brand new deal, brand new gemstone into your collection, what makes it even better is the price that you purchased at the web price is not the price you're going to pay. It's not your launch price. Now, obviously, launch price deals only happen on a launch. We can't guarantee this price tag again. We won't guarantee this price tag again. When we're facilitating accessing this gemstone all the way from Mexico, we're actually going to, I believe, the Jalisco region, which is right beside where we source the fire opal. You can see some of those colours coming through. You can kind of see some of those textures coming through from that area, and you can see the individuality of each gemstone. You can see that each piece is going to offer you something special. We've already got so many people interested, but we haven't told you the price tag. This is an exclusive launch price deal. This is only the only time you're going to see this price tag, because this is the only time it's ever going to launch. This is the first time on air, and it's the first time and last time I will guarantee this price tag. £18.95 is all you pay. It's a whole 240 carats of your bird's eye jasper, brand new. I can tell you now, I've got quantity that's disappeared at a rate of knots. Even before that price came in, it was disappearing, but now we've got a huge reaction, and rightly so. Free phone number is what you're dialing. You join us on the web if you prefer at JewelleryMaker.com. An amazing deal, £18.95. Massive congratulations. I've got buyers in Stirlingshire, Devon, Yorkshire, Hampshire, Isle of Man. Congratulations to you. Lynn's joined us in Surrey. Congratulations to Helly, who's joined me in Surrey as well. I've got Ingrid in Oxfordshire, Barbara's in Devon, Rosalind, hello to you in the West Midlands. Everybody's going to pay that final low price, a brand new piece. Now, so far, web buys, phone buys are now starting to come through. Now, if you have bought on the web and you have put it into your basket, now what happens is, it says that when we get down to limited quantity, it essentially goes like this. If you haven't checked out, you've essentially said you like this deal, but you don't own it until you check out. So if somebody's on the phone and there's one left, right, they pick up the phone and they say, I want, your piece is in your basket, guess what we do? We take it out of your basket and we give it to the person on the phone, right? Because it's not yours until you check out. And we often get people going, well, where's it gone? I put it in my basket now. Why is it now sold out? Because if you don't check out, you don't own it. It's a bit like when you go to the shops, right? You only own the shopping that you put in your basket once you've paid for it, once you've gone through the checkouts. So that's what you've got to think. So I've just put it in that basket. If you've put it in your basket, right, it's not yours until you spend your cash and you go through to the checkouts. It's a simple principle that's how it works. And I guess in some ways it makes it an open platform for everybody. Web buys, phone buys and app buys all have the same platform to get involved. Now I can tell you we're heading up to 3/4 of the stock already allocated. This is a launch price deal, exclusive opportunity. Now we should be over £20 on this, we should be well into the 20s on this, but because it's a launch deal, because we obviously want to celebrate the fact that this is a brand new gemstone that we're introducing to you, we're doing a price tag that you've got a real chance to really make a difference to your designs. And I think it's fair to say each one of these is going to offer a different style of design, really, because the pattern, the print, the colour is so different.
It absolutely is, and one of the things I enjoy particularly about a stone like this is that it really inspires you to further yourself.
Yeah.
So you can really listen to the gemstone. I mean, I'm watching that collection go round on the big screen. Really take it in, really enjoy those different colours and the swirls and the patterns, and be inspired by the individuality of it all. It's wonderful, absolutely gorgeous.
It's quite nice. You know, when you you get people going, oh, I like that, can you make me one? I think you kind of almost need to say, well, I can make you one, but yours is going to be different.
Yes.
Yours is going to look very different because every single stone is different. So you're never going to be able to do the same piece of jewellery twice. You might be able to do the same design around it. Yes, you might be able to match that, but you might not be able to match the gemstones, because if I hold that piece up and then I hold this piece up, they almost look like totally different gemstones, because there is that uniqueness, there is that differential.
So that for me is a key selling point. If you make to sell or you make to gift, this is a single, one of a kind. You are the only person in the universe to own this. I mean, that's spectacular.
Well, the truth is that, you know, I work for places where obviously we sell one of a kind, and then we sell a piece of jewellery that looks similar, but we've made 10 or 20. The price is so different.
Absolutely.
Because of one of a kind, nobody else has got it. Nobody in the world will own that piece of jewellery but you. And therefore, you're prepared to pay a lot of a higher price tag because of that sense of individuality. And then when you go to think that something can be multi-created, even by, you know, 10s and 20s, that kind of dilutes that individuality. So when you've got this combination, when you've got this brand new gemstone that gives you that individually unique look, that's pretty exciting to think you can make one of a kinds, and you can charge whatever you see fit, whether you want to charge the one of a kind prices or whether actually you want to make the one of a kinds affordable, because actually the joy is each stone is going to give a different design opportunity, and that's what jewellery making is about. I mean, the reward of making jewellery is that you get to wear lovely jewellery, but actually the journey of making that jewellery, I think, is probably just as rewarding, if not for a lot of us, even more rewarding. There's a sense of pride, there's a sense of artistry, there's a sense of, and for somebody like myself who's not naturally artistry, I don't have artistic tendencies, but actually the piece that you can get, and I guess in some ways the tranquility. A lot of people do jewellery making for when they're recovering from all sorts of things, because it's got a really quite what's the word, cathartic quality.
And therapeutic, yeah, absolutely. You can really heal yourself while you're gifting for others, and make a few pennies if that's what you're looking for. It's absolutely stunning.
Now, I've got a lot of people who haven't checked out, so I'm going to say hello because I don't want you to miss out on this. This is a launch price, and obviously we'll only honour the launch price in this scenario. We will not match this price tag. We will not match this price tag again. There's no guarantees that that's going to happen, because it's obviously, this is the launch day, this is the launch opportunity. Once it's gone, it's gone. So you will need to make sure you check out. So I'm going to say hello to those who haven't done that yet. That's buyers in Dorset, Cornwall, West Lothian, Hampshire, West Midlands, West Lothian again, Hampshire again, Essex, 2 buyers in Essex and 1 buyer in Tennessee. So you will need to check out if you want that launch price, £18.95. Now, if that wasn't enough to make your jewellery designs personally individual, what about if we added in this gemstone to the mix? We're talking here one of the most exquisite dendritic qualities of a gemstone that actually is not dendrite, because you'd look at this and you'd think, is this dendrite opal? Is this dendrite? No, this is something very different altogether. This is, for me, a brand new gemstone that I've never seen before. This is a gemstone that when Liam said to me earlier on today, Vix, by the way, we've got, and I went, we've got what? I beg your pardon. Now, those of you that know me, I do pride myself that I try and know as much about gemstones as possible, partly because it's part of my job, but also partly it's part of my passion. I really enjoy gemstones, so I like to learn, I love to know about nature, but this is a gem I've never even heard of before in terms of seeing it and then translating it into its name. I think it makes a lot of sense. This is 90 carats of a brand new gemstone. This is tree agate. Tree, T-R-E-E. So essentially, that dendritic pattern is very, so we could have called it dendrite agate, I guess, you know, because of that foliage-like pattern and print. This, for me, you know what it captures? It captures those gorgeous, delicate china bowls, you know, like kind of the hand-painted, you know, oriental bowls. That's what it captures.
Brushstroke artistry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not artistry, it's nature.
Right, it's nature's paintbrush.
Exactly. So different to anything that I've seen, and I love it.
Do you know what it brings to mind for me is lying in a forest in the spring when the trees are coming into bud but they're not in full foliage, and you're looking up and it's twilight and the sky goes
Do you
up.
find yourself in a forest in twilight looking up at the skies, lying on the ground?
Why wouldn't I? I enjoy a good bit of camping and going out and walking in the woods, so just occasionally, if the sky is beautiful, why wouldn't one? But as you look up and the sky is still bright, but it's gone that sort of almost inky tone.
I know exactly, yes.
That's what it makes me think of. And I can
quite
see the sort of
mystical, isn't
foliage.
it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Never seen it quite like this before. It's amazing.
Now, obviously, I think these are the only cabochons of their kind. I believe the only thing I've just been told, we have seen these in strands, right? But actually, in reality, we've only seen them in one strand, and that's in tubes. So it's not like you've seen a huge amount of this. That's all that we've got in our stock list right now. So this is adding another differential, another something different to your collection. Now, the price that you should be at, because these are something different. They are the individual look. Are you going to match the launch price? No. No, you're not allowed to do that, though, are you? You're going to do what? Right. So these, just to let you know, right, should be at $36.95. Right. Now, all I can tell you is that these have never been seen before. Again, they're brand new opportunity. So it's a launch price opportunity, right? I can tell you the launch price should be, and this is a should be, and I promise you, right, if you went to our system right now, we should be at $29.95, right? Launch price, right, and that's pushing it because the price tag you should be paying is $36.95. Launch price should be $29.95. Just going to let you know, we're going lower. Just to give you the heads up that for whatever reason, right, and honestly, I think we need to do some kind of investigate because I have no idea why we're going to do this next price tag. We're going even lower. Your launch price is already money back in your pocket, but that money's going to go even lower. We're going from 36 to where? Oh my life, this is a serious saving. Of course, if you're prepared to pay £30+, then that's fine, you can get this another time. But if you want the launch price deal, £12 back in your pocket, £24.95. Let me just show you both sides so you can also see that the pattern and print is fully inherent inside the gemstone. You can see that matte texture, you can see that beautiful quality, a huge opportunity. You've got that highly polished dome-like quality as well, beautiful texturing to the polished side, and then of course to the semi-buff side, as I think is the way that Gemma called it, and I think I'm going to stick with that for the rest of my life. $24.95. That's a huge opportunity. Brand new launch price, £12 back in your pocket there, and of course we'll only on the launch prices on the launch. We won't guarantee those prices again. Now we have got for you something extra special. Now when I looked at this, you know, when part of you like kind of goes, is that what I think it is? This is sublime. I mean, this, as a strand goes, right, if you want to talk about the personality and the individuality of the cabochons, well, you've got 6 or 7 individual cabochons, right? All I'm going to say is this full strand is offering you that individuality. Every one of these pieces is going to make you go, the phenomena, and that's the word, the phenomena of quality that sits here is truly second to none. Look at this for something extra special. Amazing!
That's incredible.
Now, part of me wants to do something really, really boring. And I don't want to be boring. However, the one thing I want to know is how many of these am I getting? And the reason I want to know that is, in truth, in terms of size and in terms of individual phenomena, I reckon, just like we would say, oh, you're going to get, what, 5 or 6 or 7 cabochons? We should be talking about how many individual gemstones you're getting here, because each stone is unique. It's coming up in about 10 minutes' time, looking at the clock. We'll do it in about 10 minutes' time. It's going to be a brand new deal and a brand new price tag. So look forward to being able to bring that to you 10 minutes' time. I tell you what, why don't you open them for pre-orders for 10 minutes then? Oh, that was a little bit cheeky now, wasn't it? Because I did that live on air and Lee couldn't even say no. He's like that. Oh, all right then. Okay, open for pre-orders right now. You've got 10 minutes of pre-order, so it's a very short window. It's going to be fast and furious within that 10 minutes though, because we've got loads to fit in. Oh, now then, think of that gorgeous coloured wire that we had earlier on. The reds, the blues, the greens. Move it through that strand and instantly the colour's just going to move through the gemstone. That's what clear quartz does. It takes on board the colour that sits beside it. I mean, if I put, say, for example, the likes of these peaches alongside, you see how the colour just moves through? Because it's clean, it's crisp, it's a clear gemstone. You have got that colour that just translates throughout the gem itself. You've got a lovely, what I'd call canvas gemstone here, where you can really build a design around that clarity. £5.95 for a luxury of 150 carats. There is no need for us to go quite so low on what is a go-to gemstone, isn't it? I mean, which I'm really, when you think of clear quartz, you do trust it as a must-have for your jewellery making essentials.
Most definitely, it will team with absolutely everything, and it will elevate that which is around it. So if you put tiny, tiny microfaceted, quite deeply coloured gemstones between this, it will take that, magnify it 1,000 times. It's like Narcissus looking in the pond. It's utterly, utterly beautiful.
And of course, quartz has got an optic tendency. So with this gemstone, if you ever tried it, not all quartz is optic, but interesting enough, some has got an ability to take the light and actually make it bigger, which in some ways, I guess in clear quartz it makes sense, because often the light seems brighter when you've got clear quartz. The colour seems more intense. It's because obviously there is optic qualities inside this gemstone. £5.95. What a deal that is. Gorgeous. What an absolute serious deal it is. Congratulations if you got that. Congratulations. Let's go straight on to, ooh, I do love this gemstone. Oh, I saw this the other day for the first time, and it's one of those colours, combinations, that just, for me, is beautiful. I love the chance of having the gorgeous shades of turquoise, it's one of my favourite colours, with then bronzy tones. I love mixing those together. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Now these are pretty much brand new. I mean, I think they've only been on air once before, and now we're down to last of stock. Just goes to show how popular they are. And it's interesting, isn't it? It's because, you know, for summertime jewellery, especially if you're going like wide open necklines, you kind of want something that holds a status. You know, simple vest tops. Today, I started off in one top and then went, you know, literally vest top, and then I thought, oh no, I need an off the shoulder, because it was so warm. You want still something that gives a bit of decoration to the neckline.
You do, and it'll carry you through. It'll look beautiful on the wrist as well. It's a gorgeous colour. I'd love to see it with coral.
You know what I'd like to do is just take one and then just put a little bit of maybe kind of, you know, simple leather cord, you know, brown suede cord. It could be quite a masculine look as well as a feminine look, this piece, couldn't it?
Definitely. Perfectly ideal for your macrame designs as well. A nice little satin.
That'd be nice. Yeah, especially if you wanted to mix the turquoise and the bronze satins, so you wanted to replicate those colours. You could do that easily, couldn't you?
Perfect.
Lovely gemstone. I mean, it's one of those that I think in some ways it's really, really nice for you to be able to get your jewellery looking good, but then more jewellery out of one strand that's going to give that something different. In every single strand you're going to get the something different. £12.95 is all you pay. Congratulations to one and all. You've got 330 carats. Make sure if you're in Hertfordshire, Hampshire, if you're in Hertford and Hampshire, just make sure that you check out your basket so you don't miss out. £12.95 is all you pay. Let's go to, oh, now then, it's these things. Now I showed you these. You can have both for the same price. Okay, I'll take that. So you're going to get not just this, but you're going to get the 15mm and you're going to get the 11mm working together. Now these are pretty in pink and perfectly matched grey. Pink and grey, what a beautiful team.
It is absolutely gorgeous, and especially if you're a lady of a certain age and perhaps you find certain colours might be a little draining, then your dove colours and your more subtle pinks, Absolutely spot on.
Oh, that's interesting. And it's interesting that when I see this, I instantly see jewellery. Like, it's funny, isn't it, that sometimes just seeing coloured beads just instantly make you go, right, I know what I'm going to make. Yeah,
Yes.
I know what I want to do. And these really entice that because of the beautiful mix of the colours. They really do work well together. These are your ceramic beads here. For 15mm, you get the pink. For the 11mm, you get the grey. You're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of the pink, and then you're going to get 15 of the grey. I mean, that's a piece of jewellery, literally. That's a piece of jewellery. How about making that full piece of jewellery £7.90? Oh, but we're going lower. We're going lower. Should be £7.90 at the lowest price tag. But today, boundaries broken. We take you to just £5.95. Now, if you've already bought from us today, you're adding to your order. It's one post and packaging for the whole day. And that means that if you joined us at 8 o'clock this morning, if you joined us at 12 o'clock this afternoon, if you purchased at 4 o'clock, it doesn't matter when you make the purchase, you've paid your post and packaging for the whole day. All the way through till midnight tonight, you can keep on adding, and you can make the most of this incredible combination, a real blending combination of the ceramic. And ceramic has got such a high vitreous polish that it really just adds a little bit of shimmer, doesn't it? An added beauty of dynamic design. £5.95 is all you pay. That's a huge opportunity. 25 beads you've got there. 25 beads for £5.95.
Huge apertures as well. Really, really massive. I think you can get like a 1.25.
Oh, I reckon you could probably get, and then some.
Yeah.
If you like to work with cords and threads, they're perfect internal gauge, aren't they?
And if you go for some using the pearl knotting techniques, but with a heavy gauge,
Yes.
they're going to look amazing knotted.
Yeah, they are actually almost like pearl-like, aren't they? Because
Yes.
they've got such a nice lustre to them. Great look there. £5.95 is all you pay on that deal. Listen to that. Look at that sound. Oh, I like that sound. I mean, I like that sound because it just means it feels quality, doesn't it? Really feels quality. Just to let you know, we're almost out of stock on the Crinkler tool. We're almost out of stock. So if you want the Crinkler tool, how many have I got left? Not many. Okay, it's going to be first come first serve for the final quantity. Obviously, the chances are this is just going to sell out in on one foul swoop. So if you haven't checked out yet, I think at one point we had 20 plus people who still hadn't checked out, and we had nowhere near that quantity left. So it will be over allocated at some point, but I want to give you the heads up. We're on final stock now, and you've got the chance to be able to get the Crinkler tool with both the different shapes of the gears, from the wave gear to then, of course, the zigzag gear. You've got all of this for just £9.95. Last of stock warning on this deal. Come and grab it while we've got it. Make the most of this deal while it's there available. There you go. I've got 18 people and I don't have 18 left in stock. So with that in mind, the word is oversubscribed, and actually in reality, if you don't check out, you could lose out on that. So that's a bit of a heads up. £9.95 is all you're paying. Final stock available. Let's go straight to another. Oh, it's another jasper deal. Oh, but this is totally different. Isn't it interesting that jasper has so many different availabilities of aesthetic value? You know, that each one has got its own something different. Take a look at these. Great shape.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Exactly what I want to see in my K2.
Oh, that's such a great shape, because obviously what that means is, unlike perhaps with a cabochon, you'd see two sides or two faces. Look at this. Every single face shows you that this is the real deal. This is the real deal. This is your K2 jasper. These are your graduated plain cubes, 7 to 9mm. They're really, really funky, aren't they? Love them. Love them. £12.95. And when you start to see this shape, it instantly is going to help you design, isn't it?
It really does. When you make macrame jewellery, a traditional 3 or 5 stone macrame bracelet with a round gemstone, it has a completely different feel to then using a cuboid shape like this, and infinitely suitable for any gender in this sort of colour and shape form.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Because I think sometimes we underestimate shape, form in terms of gemstones until you suddenly get them home and you start to work with them and go, oh my goodness me, that shape does this. And people like to work with the likes of briolets, teardrops, all of those create different ways of working and different, obviously, successes of design. And the cube, I think, is very contemporary. I think it's very, very dramatic. It adds a different texture, flavour to your jewellery. And you've got here a wonderful mix within that formation. Of course, if you're holding on those phone lines, we're processing your call. If you're joining us on the web, please make sure you check out your baskets on these deals. Of course, it's first come, first served. Now, we are on countdown. If you want the cat's eye, it's coming away in just a couple of offers time. We're nearly there. So if you haven't already pre-ordered, and we did give you like just a little pre-order window. If you haven't pre-ordered, now is your time. Final chance. The window of opportunity to pre-order is about to close, so please pre-order. If you want to get that in the live deal, no problem, but of course it is first come, first served. Let's go to a last of stock warning on near round pearls. Wow, look at the grade of that. Wow.
Oh my word.
Look at the grade of those.
Oh my gosh.
They are serious. Now, I was working with a Bond Street pearl dealer just last weekend. World renowned, family owns not just one of the most exclusive Bond Street pearl retailing outlets, but also has their own pearl farm in Australia.
Okay.
So it comes twofold, because when you get somebody who has like both glimpses into the pearl industry, it's very, very interesting. And he was saying, if you're going to grade a pearl, there's probably about 200 different ways to grade a pearl, and that's in each section. So the 200, I know, and I was like, what? How do you start? And then, okay, so you start, and it simply goes, right, colour, 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 colour. Then it'll go size, 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 and then it'll go down to the most important part. And this is when it comes to value. This is when it comes to how much the pearl is going to cost. Because colour is important, but it's not the most important to many dealers. It's this grade of sheen. So the light moving, essentially the layers of nacre that's built up creates this beautiful sheen. This grade, this what they'd call luster of light, that's where the value comes in. That essentially is where the money is put in. And when you see, that's why when I saw this I was like, wow, because the level of light moving over here is really, really good. I'm going to move it so you can see that. We'll show you on camera too, a nice close. Can you see here? Look at that. See what I mean?
Wow.
That's serious. Wow. I honestly thought these were going to be triple figures. I thought these were going to be 100 plus. Wow. Really? It's last of stock, and I thought these were going to be triple fit. I honestly thought that these would, and I'm going to put hands up, I didn't know where the price was going to go, but if you'd have asked me, those were triple figure. Those were £100 plus. Wow. Whoa, I don't know where that price has come from. I think that probably somebody's priced those without looking this strand. Probably what's happened is that it's come in and with maybe a batch of 4 or 5 different strands, and they've all been put under the same heading of pricing. Wrong. Not on this strand. This strand should be way, in my mind, way into the hundreds.
It can sometimes be down to a typo. So an 8 to 7 or 7 to 8 millimeter pearl will be in a completely different zone to an 8 by 7 pearl.
Yeah.
So you transpose that little by for a 2.
And often, obviously, when you're doing deals like we do, you do deals kind of en masse. We don't do, unlike the pearl industry, standardly the pearl industry, they actually do pearls singularly. They don't do strands of pearls, they do single purchase pearls. So in some ways it's potentially that's just one of those administration glitches, because there's no way that shouldn't be. If that hadn't just sold out, I'd have bought every single one of those strands, and I'll promise you one thing, the price tag, I would not have expected that deal. Huge opportunity there. Now we have the larger grade. Wow, the larger grade on this next strand, another limited quantity, and this is going to be, wow, dramatic quality. You know, you were talking about pearl knotting earlier on, and we were talking about it yesterday as well with Sarah Elvin, and we were just talking about giving the pearls space, just giving them their own focal point. And many of the big designers these days, from Cartier all the way through to De Beers, are actually all setting very differently their gemstones, because it used to be always en masse, you know, quite a lot of channel setting and things. But even with pearls, there's now this just setup of give the gemstone space, frame it, give it its moment. And these gemstones, they need space, they need that because their quality gives them that liberty of individual spacing.
If you go to an art gallery, you don't see all the paintings tessellated side by side in a great big mosaic of art. You see them set individually, appreciated and
on their own,
lauded. Right. So why not do it with your gems and your pearls?
What?
They're massive.
Well, no wonder we're on last of stock. No wonder we're on single quantity figures, because everybody's checking out at £8.95. You've got here your freshwater potato pearls. Now, freshwater, this means that these are genuine pearls. We're not talking about your synthetics, your pretendy stuff, your fake stuff. That can happen at another point. What we're doing right now is freshwater, real deal pearls, and we're doing them for £8.95. That's an absolute mega deal. I mean, it's fair to say that this is a multi-buying scenario. If there was enough stock, it would be multi-buying. But of course, it is now limited availability. We're in single quantity figures. If you're putting it into your basket, make sure you check out. If you're joining us on the phone line, stay on that line and we'll process your call as fast as you can. It is a free phone number that you're dialing, and of course, we have the app service as well, so if you like to make sure that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can never miss out, then tap that app and make sure that you get hold of that deal, £8.95, and that is another sellout deal. Congratulations. Now, we opened the pre-orders less than 10 minutes ago, and in that pre-orders, pretty much a quarter of the stock's already allocated. You only saw it once. It's going to be a sellout. It is your cat's eye. Halfway. Yeah, that's halfway. Forgive me, sorry, I don't like to do that live on air, but I needed to do it because really we've just been talking about where you let gemstones just be on their own, stand them separately. And just to let you know that there is over 80, and I would say it's probably closer to 90 beads on this one strand. And the reason that you need to know quantity on this gemstone is because there's a chance that when you get it home, you won't stack them together, that you will just separate them and use them individually. Because the phenomena of cat's eye is just that. It is a phenomena. And the gem world at the moment is quite interesting. I think it's a really exciting time for the jewellery industry, because I guess in some ways there was a huge shift, probably, you know, maybe about the 1960s around, where coloured gemstones really came into their own. Right, coloured gemstones started to build, but actually in the last 20 years they've really become a signature. And what used to be the classics of sapphires, rubies, etc., being the only coloured gemstones, the diversity of gemstones to the average retailer is so much bigger than it ever used to be.
Definitely.
So I think in some ways there's been a big tidal wave of change anyway. But in the last 5 years, and I'd say probably even in the last 3 years more pertinently, what many of the biggest designers, and I mean we're talking world-leading designers globally, are really leaning on to make their jewellery different is that they want the phenomena. There's something different that makes their jewellery totally independent to anything else that they can make. And in many ways, to turn to nature and ask for individuality, it's not that difficult. We've shown you, you know, the likes of the jasper, you can have pattern and print. But phenomena, so in terms of what we classify in the gem trade as a phenomena, is something that happens in a reaction to light and is few and far between. So phenomena sit within the likes of asterism, where you've got light that catches the gemstone and creates a star inside, and things like chatoyancy, cat's eye effect. The cat's eye, for things like, let's say, alexandrite, right? The price of cat's eye alexandrite is infinitely more expensive than traditional alexandrite, which is already expensive, because it's the phenomena of the cat's eye that makes it totally different. So add in a phenomena to a beautiful gemstone, you are going to get something extra special, and you're probably going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to find quite a decent wedge of cash to be able to get something that has that personality that is totally different. And it's not about pattern, it's not about print, and it's not about colour, it's about light reaction. It's about this cat's eye reaction. You have here over 80 gemstones that are going to give you that every single time you see the light, literally every time. And if I just take a little section, I will just take that section and I rotate it around, you'll see what I mean. I've taken 2, 4, 6, 8, so I'm just what, nearly 10 there. Have I got 10 there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right, take those 10 and let me rotate them round for you, and just watch what I mean by that individual quality. Just see how the light just moves. Can you see how different that is? That's what makes these so special. There is such a wow factor to not them en masse as the 10, because actually I could have chosen just one of them, and each one of them is going to be something special. You've got over 80 on this strand that is that individuality. Now this is a highly popular gemstone. We are truly privileged to be able to bring a gemstone like this to you, and obviously you know as well as I do, you know, there are not many times that we see this gemstone. In fact, I think we're probably going back a year and a half, maybe even further, since we last saw a strand like this. So we're not talking about prevalent availability, we're not talking about your amethysts of the world, we're not talking about your quartzes of the world. These are the something different. This is your cat's eye quartz, and as I say, we can get quartz for you, but cat's eye is what makes this the phenomena. The individuality of this strand is very, very special, and the price tag that we have, that we should be at, is stunning. 80 plus gemstones for $39.95. 39, that works out at 50 pence per stone.
Wow.
So if we're at 80 gems, and actually getting more than that, so I'm working to a minimum of 80 gemstones at just under £40, that's less than 50 pence each. Less than 50 pence each.
Yeah, and I think you're right when you say that you can use them sparingly, because they are nothing short of spectacular.
Totally different.
You know, those little bead caps that we had in one of the strand of pearls, that would be outstanding.
And what's amazing is that $39.95 is a spectacular deal, but it's not the price that you're paying today. This is going to be an exclusive. It's been over a year and a half pretty much since you saw anything like this, and now we dropped to under £30. That is $29.95. Now I did the maths on the £30, the £40 price tag, but 80 gemstones, you're getting more, but if I'm working on the principle of 80 gemstones, 29, less than what? Less than 40 pence.
That's amazing.
37 pence. 37 pence per stone. And actually what's lovely is that the size of these pieces to the smaller size are still ample enough to create drama to your designs, ample enough to give you luxury into your jewellery. I mean, a real centrepiece opportunity here. Under £30 for your very own cat's eye quartz graduated rondelles, size wise to the smallest size 5x2 to the largest 8x5 in a full 35 centimetre Load of people putting in their baskets, but you need to check out if you don't want to miss out today. Of course, with these kind of deals, a year and a half or whatever it is since the last time this came to wear, the truth of the matter is this that, you know, these are not readily available gem strands. We don't sit pretty with quantities, and once they're gone, they're gone. So if you do want to join us, I've got the likes of East Lothian, County Down, Derbyshire, Hampshire, collectors joining us on the web. Congratulations, phone buyers as well. Make sure you're dialing at the bottom of that screen and they're just holding on the lines, and we'll process your call as fast as we can. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. Everybody's call is important to us, and your call will be answered as fast as we can. Pressing button 1 will get through to that fantastic call centre. The final chance to be able to get through to us is via our app service. Works pretty much in the same principle as our web address, but you do need to make sure, just like with the web, you check out your baskets. Everybody pays the final low price. We could have stopped £10 higher easily, and I mean, it would have been great. I mean, we should have, exactly. Of course we should have. You know, 50p per bead, that's amazing. Oh no, 37 pence per bead. And if you want to make a pair of earrings, that means we're talking about less than 80 pence. But I guess with the findings, you're probably talking less than £1 to make cat's eye earrings. What?
I know.
Go on then, go and see if you can find that anywhere else.
Definitely.
Indeed, try and find anywhere that does this gemstone for anywhere near £30 price point. Try and find anywhere that does what we've just done, and I don't think that they're going to be doing that price point. That is for sure a huge opportunity. We've taken a big hit on that. I mean, we took a big price jump on this one, and we're making the most of it, and hopefully you are too. £29.95 for that amazing feature deal, and we have some lovely additional findings that you might want to work with. Actually might want to be rather nice to work with a number of the pieces that we've seen so far. I mean, I would love to see rose gold with of course the bird's eye jasper, because that would look lovely, that colourway.
Gorgeous.
That's nice,
yeah,
isn't it?
That's beautiful.
Take a look. That's going to blend beautifully.
It lends it a very feminine air.
Yeah, doesn't it? I love the rose gold with that. I don't know whether there's any left of the bird's eye jasper. If there is, it's literally a handful. Literally a handful left of the bird's eye jasper. We'll tell you all about that. If there's even 2 or 3, I will let you know, and we'll put it on the bottom graphics there just in case you want that. But in the meantime, let's bring you a findings pack that offers a real indulgence to your findings. Traditional findings packs where you get your classic jump rings, your bolt rings and things like that. This is much more luxurious. This brings the combination of cubic zirconia to your beautiful bale finding. I really like this. I mean, look at that.
Oh my gosh, that's something else.
Isn't it? And it is a box clasp, so you can see here you've got your lever for your box clasp, which means that if you want to attach and detach, it's very simple, and it's very, very luxurious. I mean, that's impressive, isn't it? Now you're going to get not just this clasp, but you're also going to get your cubic zirconia sitting within the heads of your head pins. Now that's nice, isn't it? That's a little bit of bonus.
Do you know, when we make basic beaded earrings on a standard head pin, they can be utterly beautiful, but with those,
perfect.
Wow, that's another level.
And if you think about, obviously, the likes of our tiaras that we've got coming up later on in the next hour, just to add in just if you wanted to add just a little bit of detail, you know, not too over the top, not too flamboyant, perfect. Perfect really to have that added bonus to these. Now, the findings continue to go even further, because you've also got your 3-split connector, right? It's not even a connector really, it's a divider, and you've got there your 3 runway that is also finished off with cubic zirconia. Wow. You're getting 2 of those.
With your pearl necklaces.
When did that price come in? That says £9.95 for this kit. For 28 pieces, which includes box clasp, includes connectors, includes... Oh my goodness me, are you joking? You have been naughty there, mind, haven't you, Leah? Ha, he says he's never not naughty. That goes without saying, I guess. That's 35p then.
Incredible.
That box clasp is 35 pence. You're not going to go to any other jewellery supplier with 35 pence and suggest that you could get a box clasp. Surely you're not going to tell me that you're going to get a box clasp anywhere else for 35 pence that looks this good.
They're quite tricky to make, you know, box clasps.
Well, exactly. 35p. Have I made that right? Is that my right maths? 28 pieces divided by 9.95, that's 35p. That's epic. That is absolutely epic. A huge opportunity. Now, still to come, we have got for you an extra special dazzle that might go rather nicely with those findings. We've got here over 100 carats of your quartz. Great shape to add detail and design, add luxury to your jewellery. Going to go great with your tiaras. And yes, we're exploring new boundaries of tiara techniques straight after the break. Loads still to look forward to. Don't move a muscle.
Are you new to JewelleryMaker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Well, this next strand is just dazzling away. We've got here the luxury of shape, cut, style. I mean, it's just yes, 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 isn't it?
On every level, that's astonishing.
What's gorgeous, sorry guys, is that what captures your attention instantly is that it's a little bit different.
Yes.
And actually, you know, the little bit of something different in your designs can be bountiful.
It can.
You don't have to do a lot with a gemstone like this for it to be something special, that is for sure.
If you're at a craft fair, it's very unlikely that somebody else will have that level of strand to be working with.
That's gorgeous.
It is. I was just looking over the top there, sorry, at that absolutely beautiful, the faceting, the raw material would have been exquisite. It's just gorgeous.
Now, I'd classify them as trilliant cut myself. I don't know what they've actually been classified as, but I'd call faceted trilliant. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I'd call them. And what's lovely about them is that you've got an angular form that we don't normally see in a gemstone like this.
No.
You know, in beads in particular, you know, in gem quality, this is a very established shape, obviously, top table, and then your faceted pavilion, etc. But this actually works so nicely. Part of me thinks there's quite a lot of opportunity here to just make lots and lots of very pretty solitaire rings.
They are exquisite for rings. A trilliant and a princess are my two favourite cuts for all rings.
Oh, that's interesting. And yet we've got the boys in the gallery going, oh, but they were thinking earrings.
They are beautiful
interesting.
earrings. Yeah.
You know, you've got that nice teardrop because it's top faceted. You have got that droplet form, I guess, in some ways.
I've worked with a similar cut of gemstone before, and there's a way that you can set these within wire so that you see that top facet, or you can just allow them to dangle. Because especially as earrings, and especially on a longer length of chain, when they swing and they move and you get to see like the table as well as those side elevations, it's astonishing.
And I love the fact that there is that opportunity to expose the whole gemstone. I love the fact the rise, especially on the bigger pieces, the rise is so dramatic.
It is.
You can really lavish and indulge upon the setting that you create. It's a big, big look that each one of these is offering you. And as I say, because the quality is so good, you really can use them as stop and stare, stop and stare, stop and stare gemstones.
You really, really can.
I mean, love this. Now, I'm just going to do a little bit of a count because I've got Liam, who's my producer. Now, he doesn't normally, and many of our producers, they're not emotive about their pricing normally, are they? You know, we don't normally, I mean, literally, they're just a little bit gung-ho, one would call it. There's your tap, 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 there's your price, move on. You know, not very often do you hear a producer go, ooh, oh, ooh. So when you do hear that, there's a sense of a little bit of anticipation. There's a sense of anxiety.
There was almost a, whew.
Oh, what's going on? What, right? All I'm going to say, I don't know the price tag, no idea how low we're going to go. But when you've got a reaction from a producer that goes, ooh, oh, really? That low? Even for Liam, it's low. So get ready. I genuinely don't know what's about to happen, but I'm going to do a quick count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Agreed?
Yep.
24 of these perfect briolette looks. The perfect trilliant form. And if we said 24 on a strand, at £24.
Surely not. I in my mind's eye, that's $34.95. I don't know why.
Liam, are you Oh, that's interesting. Start price is £36.95, so you're not
far
wrong.
off.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. £36.95 is the price tag that the computer is saying is a good price tag. What about if I said to you, we're going to say per gemstone, less than £1?
That's a bit generous, isn't it?
Less than £1 each. What about if I said to you, not just a little bit under, not even, you know, 99p, 90p, oh no, 83 pence.
Wow.
That's based on this strand, this quantity. And obviously you might get more because of course, because they are tipped as they are, you get more on the strand anyway. 19.95 guaranteed. That's not a pound gemstone.
That is not a pound gemstone. Absolutely not.
I mean, truly. I mean, surely that's £3, £4, £5 elsewhere, sold individually on its own. It would be.
And it wouldn't be drilled, and it'd be in a little white box with a see-through lid.
Yeah.
And it'd be annoying to get into.
I mean,
and I'd be looking at sort of eight quid maybe, £8.
But if we work on the principle, £4.
Okay.
If we just
That's
work on the
told me.
£4. But if we did £4 times by 24, that means you'd be what? Nearly £100 for that strand, and we're at under 20. I mean, that's how ridiculous this deal. I mean, today this is a definite Saturday saver deal. This is a huge opportunity. Now, obviously, what we have to identify is these are not everyday prices. We're not going to sit here every day of the week. Of course, we're not going to be able to establish at 90 pence. No, 83 pence per stone deal.
Look at that glowing on your hand. That is unbelievable.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Wow. So a simple pair of earrings with a little bit of wire wrapped around them just to support them. So as a stud, they sit forwards.
Yep.
They would sit very, very proud. They would be cocktail earrings.
Yep.
Like a couple of pounds, including your wire. Up your game, put them in sterling silver, because I think this gemstone, quartz can be plentiful, but this is exceptional.
And I love the coating. I really love the coating. It's quite mystical, isn't it?
It is, yep. It is.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. What's that, less than £3 for a piece of jewellery like that?
Oh, can you imagine a trilliant ring? Wow.
Wow, 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 wow. This is a buy while we've got it. I mean, I'm thinking that trilogy, bit of silver, nothing too common. You're probably looking at £3, £3.50 maybe with the wire all in. That's absolutely crazy. Huge deals to be had today, and even bigger on this one strand. 24 sitting there, 24 of those wonderful faceted trilliants. You've got shape and form that's very, very indicative of easy design qualities, because the top drill runs through with then the top facet, the table facet. It means that you've then got solitaire setting, you've got eerie settings, you've got all sorts of designs instantly and if we didn't cut where we do, and if we didn't do a drill hole where we did, these wouldn't be anywhere near as wonderfully practical and designed. But we're Jewellery Maker, right? We're not a craft channel, we are a jewellery making channel. That's all we do. Because that's all we do, it therefore means that when we provide these things, we have no diluting, we are totally tunnel vision on making sure that what you get is Jewellery Maker worthy. Right? It's not craft worthy, it's jewellery making. And that's the definition of this strand. It is cut, it's drilled, and it's designed for your jewellery. And that's all it is. That's why, and it's priced, exactly, it's priced for jewellery makers that instantly know good deals. And I don't know any other crafter that knows better deals than us. I mean, as jewellery makers go, that's one of the best. Absolutely ridiculously impressive. That's phenomenal. That's brilliant.
If there was 5 loose in a tub for £19.95, I'd be made up. I really would.
The bigger ones, perfect. Yes, please. But it's not. You've got 24 of those. Congratulations, £19.95. Now, if you have just put it into your basket and you haven't checked out, you do need to check out so you don't miss out. And we've got to go straight on to our second half of our Tiara showcase. Now, first half, really popular, loads of lovely comments saying how enjoyable it is to just take a little bit of time to learn some techniques for the tiaras. Because we've done a couple of designs where, obviously we've done the twisted designs and the vines and things, but these are specific tiara techniques that we're now learning, which is really, really nice just to take a pause and learn something new, especially the current time where, you know, perhaps there are more events where you've got that chance to be able to put them into real fruition. And also you might be looking at perhaps taking your jewellery making into perhaps a, you know, monetary value, and therefore tiaras, of course, for weddings and things are a really lovely way to perhaps make bespoke jewellery for others and be able to perhaps charge appropriately. So if you would like to learn a little bit more, this is a perfect selection for you. But we're going to start with the kits and then we're going to go on to techniques. So let's begin with our first part of the kit. Now this comes in 2 parts, so this kit comes in 2 parts. Coming together, we're bringing you wire and a bit more wire, because of course this is wire weekend, and so therefore we're going to make the most of that wire scenario. Starting up, you've got here 10 meters of your 1mm gauge. This is your champagne gold coloured silver plated round copper wire. So this is your champagne colour of your 1mm gauge. Then you've got the champagne in the 10 meters of 0.8mm gauge. We're adding in the champagne gold colour within 10 meters of 0.6, and then you've got your gold colour, which is 10 meters of the 0.4. So you've got them all together. So there you go. So you've got the champagne gold and you've also got the gold working together. So the 0.4 is the gold, the rest are in the champagne colours. Then on top of that, you've got your tiara bands matching perfectly, all blending well together. We like this, we're working together. Yep. So that's 5 of the headbands. Then these are a little bit special.
Now this is a skill.
Take a look at
See,
this.
if that was me...
Do you want another one technique you need to know? Always with tweezers. I'll show you this for those of you who want to know how to... You got your tweezers, right? Always put the gemstone face down. Always face down. And the reason face down will only ever work is because then it's a flat surface, right? You then almost like skim like you're a sledge, right? Sledge along to hold. Pincer. Done. Ta-da! It's that simple, okay? Do you want to show me again? Sorry, okay. We'll do it on that camera, sorry. Can you see here? Flat, face down. Face down. So you've got what we'd call the couler, which is the very tip of any gemstone, is right at the very, very bottom, but I'm putting it to the top. And so I've got the flat surface. I'm going to be a little bit of a sledge, and I'm going to come along. I'm going to pincer, and I've got it. Just like that.
It's impressive.
There you go. Who knew? I'm rubbish with spaghetti, but I'm all right with gemstones. You got here these gorgeous, gorgeous colours of your Swarovski. These are one of my favourite colours of Swarovski. I love them. And alongside the champagne colours of the wire, these are beautiful. And you're going to get a pack of luxury within this combination. 8 in total, so you've got a pack of 4 times by 2, and so 8 in total of this champagne bubbling crisp Swarovski opals in the 4mm. If I just give you a look at the size of these, perfect solitaires, really nice. I mean, that looks just like a champagne diamond. I'm happy to say that. I'm very happy to say that just looks like a champagne diamond. That's the Swarovski dazzle of that champagne colour. And talking about a little bit of dazzle, adding in the final element to this kit, razzmatazz of sparkling clear quartz in these faceted rounds. These are 4mm and they are beautiful. Oh my giddy aunt, they are good, good, good. Now hang on a minute, let me just look at that close up. That's gorgeous. I mean, that shows you how glorious Swarovski and gemstones working together. Can I just show you? Obviously, Kerry's going to hate me for doing this because this is a bit of a challenge, but I'm going to rotate this towards the camera just so you can see where the light just bounces off these. Look at that.
Wow. It is paparazzi, isn't it? Amazing.
Love that strand. That is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous strand.
Put in a special request for that strand.
I love it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I've not seen that strand before and I adore it. Now the price, if you put everything together separately from our website alone, so this is not comparing anywhere else, just to our own website, the price you would be paying on our website if you bought all of these separately would be £37.60. But that's not where we're stopping. You are going to get a huge deal, including those gorgeous clear quartz. Tell you what, those clear quartz, I wouldn't be surprised if you had to pay £20–30 for those somewhere else, because they are world-class quality. They're absolutely stunning. £24.75.
That's amazing.
Rock bottom price point guaranteed on these deals. Gorgeous quality. Your crowning glory kit comes together with the clear quartz. You've got Swarovskis. You've got 2 packs of the champagne Swarovskis. You get also on top of that 40 meters of wire. Of course, it's wire week, so we're making the most of that. Plus, you've also got your tiaras, 5 tiara bands, all together for £24.75. And you can see the potential of each one of those gemstones. That clear quartz looks amazing within that design.
It's gorgeous.
What's
Absolutely
that?
stunning.
Is that from some kind of vintage design? That one. That's
the one that's nearest to me is sort of deco inspired. But the one with the sunray spike weave, it's from a Tsarina collection. So it's just before the Romanovs began using Fabergé. It was from one of their countrymen, made these incredible royal tiaras and crowns. And that's it's not a replica by any way, shape or form, but it's just inspired by that sort of era.
Kind of get that feel.
It's very
it's got that regality about it. Yeah, glorious, beautiful, beautiful quality. Now that's one half of the kit. Second half is a true glistening affair, glittering, sparkling centerpiece.
Yes,
of
the colours are so good,
aren't they?
Yes.
I mean, they are really beautiful colours, and they're quite elegant as well as sparkly.
It's a subtle but sparkle, which seems almost contradictory.
But it's not.
But
it's
not.
just really works well.
It's bang on.
You've got here your Swarovski cup chain with your gorgeous gold casing. I'll just flip that so you can see their gold casing to match the gold theme of the wire. Plus, on top of that, you've also got the combination of your Swarovskis in your pear shapes. So you're going to get 2 packs of 2, and then you're also going to get a further 4 of the larger in 2 packs. So 8 in total of the smaller and 4 in total of the larger of these luxury. And look at those. They are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they?
They are exquisite. I mean, there's a reason that Swarovski is one of the most well-known names in made jewellery.
Yep.
Let alone the supply of the elements that we're lucky enough to have access to.
Agreed.
It's
Totally
perfection.
agreed. All of this glistening, shimmering elegance. You know, sometimes, you know, sparkly stuff can be gaudy, but actually this is glistening elegance. Beautiful. You've got that sweet quality of colour that just adds champagne luxury throughout the design. £24.95. You've got your Swarovskis in those multi-packs, plus you've also got your cup chain, all for £24.95. And what's gorgeous about this is that those elements are wonderful for the tiaras, but what's amazing also is that outside of the world of tiaras, those findings are just, those features are going to be ever shiftingly beautiful, like they're on the neckline.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really lovely to be able to work with such things. Many years ago, I inherited some paste jewellery. It's in sterling silver, but it was paste, so probably just after the Deco Nouveau period, into the sort of 40s, I would guess. The most stunning tennis bracelet, and whenever I see a Swarovski cup chain of any size and any colour, it always takes me to mind. It's classically elegant. It will never, ever fade. It will never go out of style. So if all you want to do...
that wearability about it.
It's heavenly.
I agree, totally agree. At £24.95 is all you pay. Cup chain and all of that multi-bundling of your Swarovskis in your pear shapes, all for a great price tag. If you do want to add to your order at any point today, don't forget both of those kits will go into one post and packaging. If you've bought anything else today, you're just adding to your order 1p for the whole day. Right, we're going straight on to a little bit of learnings now. Tell us which one are you going to... So we've learnt already today how to make, you know, the structural part of a tiara in one design. But what are we going to do this time?
A lot of people have asked me when they receive or when they're looking to purchase the cup chain, what's the easiest thing you can do with it? Okay. So the easiest thing that you can do with it is to double it up. Should I just tilt that one slightly forwards? Yeah, do you want to pop it on?
Should I put it on and then you can see it as a close-up? Would that be all right? Because then I can drop my head. That'd be quite good.
There we go. So what we're going to show you is 2 different techniques of working with cup chain. One, banding 2 segments of the cup chain side by side, as is done in this piece. And if you didn't want to add the centerpiece, the little sort of crownlet in the middle, which has got one of the ovals has been prong set in the top there, you don't have to add that. Just wrap the 2 layers on one of the tiara bands, and it's an amazingly beautiful, eye-catching piece. Utterly, utterly simple.
And just as a hairband.
Just as a hairband,
If you didn't want it tiara style, if you just wanted it hairband style,
just
that
take the
would be
centerpiece
gorgeous.
away.
I was just thinking, I've been invited to a wedding in September, and I was thinking, you know, I don't want to go like kind of too over the top, but I know it's going to be a really, really quite glamorous affair.
Yes.
And you kind of want to make sure that whatever you do, you kind of rise to the occasion in your outfit. And actually just a simple, not with the tiara, because obviously that's the bride's job.
The bride's domain.
But actually, with a really pretty Swarovski hairband, something like that, just adds a little bit of glitz. It adds glamour, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely.
And that cup chain in the band is just... It just works beautifully as a runway. It almost looks channel set at parts, doesn't it?
Absolutely. No, it does have that element of an invisible channel set.
So, show me how do we do it?
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it in half. What I did was I cut a couple of inches out of the centre of the piece and reserved those for use elsewhere. Okay. But I'm just going to show you very, very briefly with one of the tiara bands and with a segment of the 0.4mm gauge wire that comes in the first part of the kit. Now, it can get a little bit feisty to begin with, but what we need to do is just make sure that we've got the crystals showing upwards, and we're going to sit them centrally over the middle of your tiara band. And to start with, we're just going to hold those side by side so you can appreciate.
Beautifully.
Yeah, seriously, it's like they were made to measure.
Weren't they?
It is absolutely spot on.
Wow.
So
that's helpful.
What we're going to do is just show you very, very quickly. To begin with, I'm just going to support as much as I can and draw one segment of the 0.4 over the top of the cup chains and get it to sit down on top. Now, to begin with, as I say, it's slightly feisty. If you want to, you can take some scrap wire and just hold it in position at the end, but you don't need to worry about it. And all we're going to do is wrap round and round in circles constantly until that starts to sit in position. So I'm working with as much wire as I can possibly handle, so a good couple of feet of the 0.4. And as you start to move it through, we're working on tension. We're wrapping round and around, always in the same direction. So underneath in one direction, hold that into position, and then pull that between the 2 cups. You could potentially do this with the 0.6mm gauge if you wanted a slightly different dynamic. Nice and firm all the way around, and in a second I'm just going to tilt that forwards to Kerry to show you how quickly that builds up.
Well, that's locked straight on.
And it's just spot on, absolutely bang on. So when you have just subtly held the first couple of segments in, there's 4 or 5 wraps there, that would be the time to make sure that you're happy that you're centralised. You don't need to go all the way around because, quite frankly, it's a little bit uncomfortable to have that wrapped all the way around to where it might sit in interacting with your ears. So I would just go for the first sort of 2/3, and there's plenty on this single strand within the kit to cover that and to have more left over for some simple drop earrings. Now, the second technique I want to show you, which is used in the first set of tiaras, there was cup chain in that kit as well.
Yes.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide this off of the tiara, and you'll see that you can very easily just remove this. There's only sort of 5 or 6 wraps or so at the moment, and that will just move, so you can kind of centralise that. She says it came off. So what we're going to do now is show you how you can attach it to the 1mm gauge wire, which also comes in the kit. So I'm just going to snip away a second section of the 0.4mm gauge. It's very, very simple. So I'm just going to lay a segment of the cup chain over the top of some of my over the top of the 1mm gauge. And again, it's exactly the same process. We're just going to wrap around, but tension is really key with this. And what we want to do is to make sure that we're always seeing the same upper face of the cup chain as we move around. So again, it looks like you need to have octopus fingers. You really don't. It's just a case of working that until you get a reasonable length of wire to use. Now, once that is all wrapped in and you've got as much as you need to, I would leave a bit of spare wire at the end, because what you can do is very, very gently add some curvature. So the tiara, the tiara that Vicki is wearing has a curved section with a little bit of cup chain over the top, and then it has some of those beautiful faceted white quartz in a very similar fashion, just being sort of woven on as well. So once you have woven your cup chain either onto a single strand of the 1mm gauge, you can then just basically modulate it, move it around until it does exactly what you want it to. So yeah, it was in the first kit that there was a lot of that on the Queen Mary tiara, so have a look at that, and you'll be able to then make a substantial proportion of that.
And obviously don't forget, we do release all of our photographs of all of the tiaras and all of the different techniques on our Facebook page. So yeah, all the photographs. So if you do want to have a little closer look at any of the tiaras, and you can see here, you know, what's amazing is Jem's given us so much diversity of tiaras within this evening. You've got so many different kind of points of creative inspiration. You might want to take 2 or 3 of the different styles that Jem's offered and then place it into one piece of jewellery. So take a look at Facebook. Facebook's a great font of support anyway for those who are, you know, just getting started into jewellery making. But it's also a really good way of tracking, you know, especially for this kind of specific inspiration. You'll be able to see all of the photographs. Kerry and Ben are obviously going to put those up for you by the end of this evening. So you'll be able to access all of that and have the chance to be able to explore those different designs and those different techniques, but in particular how you take this quality and then and what's lovely is that we've had a number of messages that have said, please could we have a DVD that essentially just goes all of these tiaras in one DVD, which would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Because obviously time is restricted and so we'll certainly feed it back to the team, because it'd be nice to see, so especially some of these pieces where you've gone kind of really into the specifics of the historical qualities of certain aspects earlier on, and this selection. It's really nice to be able to get that, so we'll certainly talk to the team, I think, about that.
That'd be lovely. So on one of my social media feeds, I've just started following a major auction house, and they're currently auctioning one of the largest selections of Indian jewellery from sort of the 17th and 18th centuries. It's absolutely incredible, so inspirational, and there's bejewelled scabbards for swords, ceremonial swords and such things. There is a wealth of inspiration in history and in artwork.
Yeah.
Just open your coffee book, your coffee table book that's, I don't know, artworks of the 18th century, and there's something in there to inspire you every day.
I don't have that kind of book, and nor do I have a coffee table, so I've got a bit of a bother there. I don't have either of those.
There's a big old internet out there that gives you access to all of that as well.
I can do that thing. That's it. Now, coming up in around about 15 minutes time, we have got for you an incredible quality black fossil jasper.
I've got to be honest with you, I have been eyeing these up the whole evening.
Whoppers, aren't they?
They are.
Absolutely incredible. 14 mil, I think I'm right in saying they are. 14 mil in each one of those. It's a seriously dramatic look. 15 minutes time, did you say? Oh yes. 15 minutes time we'll be offering you your luxury of black fossil jasper. But before that, I've got loads to fit in, so we'll keep on whipping up a storm, give you plenty more deals. Whoa.
Oh, that's so
Nice. I love these. These are always so popular. So popular. And that's because they're double-sided, which means you get different prints and patterns on each side. And of course, you're going to do a buy one, get one free. Oh my goodness me. No. Okay, the price you should be at is $19.95, but we're about to half the price. Oh yes, so like half the price, guaranteed. You've got here 2 strands for 1 price tag. That price tag is $9.95. Under £10 for both of these strands. I mean, if you think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on each strand, so that's 18 in total that you have there. 18, that's working out to what, just over 50p each?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That's
You're not going to
amazing.
make a piece of jewellery and say, there you have it for 50p.
If you want to start teaching cabochon wrapping, these are such an affordable way to make cabochon size pieces of interesting, unique, intricately patterned gemstone available for such classes and courses. And nobody would believe that you would pay 50p for a cab.
50 pence.
50p, 55p,
What?
whatever it works out to.
Amazing. 55p. 55p
Amazing.
if we want to be exact. 55p each. And if you think about it, leather cord, suede cord, caramel cord, you know, something like that. Gents jewellery, the lads are saying actually they'd wear one of those,
Easy,
you know.
yeah.
And actually what's nice is there's ladies and gents jewellery as well. An amazing look. $9.95 is all you pay. It's a buy one, get one free. No surprise that it's a very popular deal. That is a serious buy one, get one free deal.
See,
In fact, it's even better than buy one get one free actually, if you think about it. Amazing, huge. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm just thinking.
No,
it's
not at all.
crazy deal.
I'm just saying, if you look at the knotwork, you can see that it's been double-stranded or possibly
Yeah,
even triple-stranded,
triple-stranded.
which means that you've got amazing drill hole apertures to work with.
Yeah.
But also, how good does it look just simply knotted? You could make it super feminine and funky with some bright pink
Totally.
cord going through and then knot it.
Gorgeous. And I like the fact that some of them you've got some clarity and then, you know, it's like kind of just playing with the light. Gorgeous. Amazing deal that. I mean, that doesn't get much better than that, does it?
And it sounds
55
amazing
pence
as well when
each.
they get it together.
Right. Now we've got two varieties of this next tool. Now, obviously, we're in the midst of a wire showcase, wire weekend indeed. And as we introduce wire, I think in some ways people have an association to sculptures, to certain styles of wire. But actually, wire can also be very flexible. It can be used as thread and cord. And in this tool, it's showing you that it can be used very much in that lighter quality to create a different type of style, because actually this tool facilitates creating netting and form that is perhaps a little bit more crochet style. So using your lighter gauge of your 0.25 or your 0.4, you'll be able to create something a little bit different. 6-prong wire knitting tool that you have here. It's essentially, it's like your French knitting.
Yes.
You know your French knitting where you wrap around and then you lift over and then it starts to get longer. It works exactly the same principle. It creates tubing, and because it creates tubing, it then means, if I just show you here, can you see here that you can then put your gemstones inside the
lovely.
netting. So you almost have like a runway of gemstones captured by the wire. You know what it's close to? Not exactly, but it's close to Viking knit.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could sort of play around with shrinking it down a little bit, because it will be meshed in the same way as your Viking knit.
And if you don't know how to get started, and I always think with these, it's just getting started. Once you started, it's just repeat, and it's repeat and repeat. So it's about getting started. What's great about this is that you have step-by-step. You have step-by-step guarantees of how to get started. So it takes you through, literally, couldn't be easier, gives you exactly how you wrap your wire around, and then takes you through how you take the process, and then it even shows you how to make the jewellery. Don't get much more specific than that now, do you? Step-by-step guidance. Now, the 6-prong, right, the 6-prong creates a wider gauge. I do have a 4-prong as well. Or is it the other way around? 6 prongs thinner, 4 prongs wider. So if you fancy just trying it, if you just want to, you know, give it a go, and you've never tried a tool like it before, you might have done French knitting before, because quite a lot of us have tried French knitting, you know, in our generations gone by. This is the similar type of of tool. It's a similar type of process. So I tell you what, how about we do a price tag that gives you the chance to just try it out without having to worry about the price tag? £4.95.
That's cracking. That's really amazing.
For a new tool that could create a new technique, new design, new style, something different. £4.95.
And one thing I will say about this company is the instructions that you get are absolutely gem-proof.
I'd agree.
So if I can understand them, then I'm 100% sure that you can, because I'm a bit dim when it comes to instructions. And every time I've been sent a jig or a tool or something to try from this particular maker, I've even been able to do it, so if I can, you can.
And I do think that what's nice about this is that the gauge that you're going to create of your knit is actually perfect. It's classified as crochet, and interestingly enough, I always think of crochet as almost singular flat, but this is tubular, so you get a little bit more of a chance to be able to slot your gemstones inside the tube of the wire that you've created. So it's really something different. So this is your 6-prong, £4.95. I mean, if you just want to try something, you know, for a £5, if you've already bought today, you've paid your postage and packing, just for that, oh, what the heck, I'm going to give it a go, £4.95, and you've got potentially something totally different to change your jewellery design in a very easy way. And you might actually, you know, when you get those bundles and you have loads of your 0.25 and loads of your 0.4 and you go, oh, I've got too much of that. This is a really good way of actually using it up, but using it in a practical way,
and a positive
real practical way.
Do you want me to fold that leaflet up and pop it away while you're talking?
Would you mind? Thank you very much, madam. We're going to do exactly the same, but this time with the 4-prong in the knitting tool. So this is exactly the same principle. It comes in, as you can see here, in your packaging with your instructions, so you get that step by step. You can also get on this website, right, and it'll give you the directions to go to the website. If you go to the website, you will get designs, instructions, and videos.
Oh, that's
so if
cool.
you don't like just reading the instructions, because I'm not that good with that kind of thing, if you like video instruction, you get the video instructions as well online.
Fab.
So you've got step-by-step instruction. You also get step-by-step designs as well on the website for this. So all you need to do is just type in. You get the information on the back of it, and this is a great way to try it out. £3.95 for a tool that might actually just change your designs, mix it up a little bit, give you the chance to perhaps try something different. And what's nice about these is that once you've got the technique, it is just to perhaps sit and watch the telly and just, you know, build up to make a nice bracelet, necklaces like this, caging in your gemstones. Perhaps you've got some nice mixed gemstones. You know, you've got like a little group of gemstones that you kind of have spares of, and you go, well, what am I going to do with that? Actually placing them inside the netting and mixing them up is going to create a really lovely play of qualities and designs. £3.95 is, why not give it a go?
Definitely. I think come 10 o'clock I might swipe one of those.
Yeah.
I might order one after you've all had your chance.
But for £3.95...
For £3.95 I think I'm going to have a go, yeah.
It really is. It's not, and in some ways, now the 4-prong obviously gives a wider weave because you don't have as much of the bind. So if you've got the bigger gemstones, this is great for those who like. And I know quite a lot of people use this one for caging their gemstones.
Right, so
it's
you
like
sort of flatten it and then squish it round.
Exactly, so it comes like a hold around the gemstone. So there's loads of different ways to use these. And I guess in some ways, it's something a little bit different. And actually, we all like to try something different every so often, don't we?
Definitely.
This is perfect. Perfect to do that. So if you want that, that's the 4-prong, £3.95. You've got the 6-prong for £4.95. If you want both, you can get both, and of course, one postage and packaging, so you can add as many times as you like on that single P&P. Straight to the beauty of our 4mm round duo. Ooh. That's a night. They look like planets.
They do. Funky little planetoids. That's one of my favourite sayings.
This is what I think it is. Is this what I think? Is it Variscite? Really?
That's
I can't even
stunning.
remember the last time we did this in a bundle. I think I did one bundle about 6 months. Oh, it was probably last year actually. I'm thinking about it. I haven't seen this gemstone in this size for ages. Wow. 4mm green and blue Variscite that you have here. You've got this wonderful, wonderful gemstone that really like adds veining, texture, almost a turquoise-esque boundaries of pattern and print. What?
That's amazing. That is absolutely astonishing. So in my mind,
Variscite.
it's almost like chrysocolla, but separated out, and then you wear them together. Do you know what I mean?
And I love the planetary colours.
They're gorgeous.
You know, oceans and greens. I mean, it's just, it's there,
lovely.
isn't it? It's just, and I could imagine, right, even just something as simple as mixing blue, green, blue, blue, green, blue, green, and just playing it like that. Or
Definitely.
2 bracelets stacked side by side, one blue, one green, done. Literally, just simple, absolutely gorgeous look.
They're gorgeous.
A feature opportunity. That is a real treat. £7.95 for 2 strands though. And these could be spacers because of the size. They could be beady beads.
They'd make amazing beady beads, especially if you do mix them up, the green and the blue together. It really will look like a funky planet.
Yes, because you could do that blending.
Yeah.
That would look wicked, wouldn't
They're
it?
fabulous. Love
£7.95.
those.
Genius price tag. Great price tag. Another bundle. Oh. Okay, Swarovski bundle. Go on, tell me more.
Oh. Ooh.
Now, hang on a minute.
Ah, let me see if I can just
lovely
reach
with some of those.
Oh.
Now you're going to get 3 packs for 1 price tag of this Swarovski deal, and I'm just going to move these to one side. Now these are light Colorado topaz, and if I just drop it forward like so, you can see the colour. It's almost imperial topaz, but a little bit more champagne-y. They're going to look gorgeous.
So I was sent some of these.
Oh my goodness, that looks amazing.
Well, this is something different for me. I don't ever work with polymer, and I had a little half pack of polymer on my desk, and I wanted to make something that looked almost Bronze Age. So when we first started making with metals, we would really hammer it.
Yeah.
And one of our first settings that we learnt was a gypsy style setting. So I wanted to kind of go for that, which is why it's sort of rough and lumpy, and I've painted it in some weird gleamy stuff. But that's what those were used in. Now, these foil-backed Swarovskis survived in my oven for half an hour at the prerequisite temperature, which whatever it was, 135 degrees, I think. So if you want to use them in your clays, you absolutely can. And I thought, you know, well, if I try it, then you don't have to not know whether it'll work. I'll test it out for you. And every single one of them is just absolutely spot on, perfect.
And
There's
they
no
are
cracking.
double-sided, so you've got that metallic backing from one side of the glass, and then if I flip it over, you can see there. So you could again play with that combination. You could do, you know, one matte, one sparkle, matte, one sparkle. You could play with that. Now you're going to get a multi-bundle pack here, so that means you're getting 3 packs of 6, 18 in total of your light Colorado topaz Swarovski drops. Size-wise, you're looking at 8 by 4.8, and all of this combination. Look at that price tag. £11.95. Works out that your Swarovski packs are coming in at less than £4 each. Now, obviously, we don't do Swarovski for £4. That's a serious deal. And when you're adding in even just a handful of Swarovski into a design, you're giving elevation to desirabilities. You're talking about, you know, something that's going to guarantee. And I mean, there's not many things that you can guarantee in life, but Swarovski will guarantee sparkle, dazzle, scintillation. They guarantee something special, don't they?
It's perfection of form, perfection of function. I was really nervous about working with Swarovski when JewelleryMaker first brought them into the fold, because I'm very dyed-in-the-wool. I love my genuine gemstones. I have never ceased to be amazed by how beautiful they are, and there is absolutely a place for them. If you're making to sell, you must always say that you're working with Swarovski elements. You're not selling Swarovski jewellery, because that's a different thing altogether. So just bear that in mind. But the perfection of cut, of clarity in a gemstone. Can you imagine
The cost would be infinite, wouldn't it?
Tens of thousands.
Yeah, totally. Love that setting, and that's gorgeous to see that. And it has just got like a little bit medieval feel about it.
Yeah,
I feel a bit of mid-Marian in that.
If you wanted it perfect, you could put your clay through a roller and fold it around the piece and then seam it perfectly. But I wanted it to be a bit lumpy, a bit kind of Marian.
It definitely has that. It definitely has that. Gorgeous design. Love that one. Right, let's go straight on to our star buy deal. Of course, we've brought you some big deals today. We've brought you some brilliant opportunities, but no more so impressive than what we're about to introduce you to. I know you've had your eye on them. 14 mil, 14 mil, and it's all to look forward to. Final star buy of the evening. Black fossil jasper.
That's insane. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah.
Okay, this is a good, because this one you'll see in the camera. Look at this.
That is amazing.
I've never seen it before. I've never seen anything like it before. I've never seen anything. And you know what? The reality is that if this was an 8 mil, a 10 mil, you wouldn't have seen that.
No, you do.
You need the size.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
That's amazing. Look at the fossilization on that part there.
You know, there's almost something a little bit lichen about the shape of the growth.
What does that mean?
Lichen that grows on rocks and stones and old stone walls and things. It's very sort of frilled, circular. Oh. And you can actually get fossilised lichen.
That's what it's called, lichen?
Yeah.
That pattern?
I think some people call it lichen. It's a plant, I think, or a fungus.
Uh-huh.
I'm not entirely sure, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a planty fungusy thing that grows on rocks.
You know more than I do, that's for sure. Take a look at these. I'm going to show you two side by side.
Wow.
And look at how just amazing the pattern is. This is a huge opportunity. Now, I've got a little bit of I'm going to verbatim this, right? Liam says, if he can sell this quantity out, he's going to go to the lowest price, and he said it's a crazy price that he has in mind. But he needs to see the reaction. He needs to see the reaction so that he can guarantee he can sell out. He says you can't take this price down unless he knows he can sell out. And I guess in some ways I understand that, because if we don't sell out, then there's a chance that he'll get into trouble with the price tag that he's got in mind. So if you would like to join us on this deal, 14mm size of these luxury, I've never seen anything like it before, black fossil jasper. Wow. And because it's 40 mil, the exposure of that fossilization is so pertinent. You know, anything lesser and you wouldn't get the drama, you wouldn't get that incredible pattern and formation coming into fruition. It's a big look. Liam said, right, he needs a minute on the clock. We've got a clock, and of that clock minute, you've got that time to now get involved. If we've got enough people, then we will guarantee that we will go to an almighty low price tag. Minute from now, you need to get on the line. Right, this is literally a challenge. So if you don't come in, then the price won't go low. And Liam said because he has to sell out. He literally has to sell out. And we've already got Kent, Hampshire, Manchester. It's just said because genuinely he will be told off. If he goes this slow and he doesn't sell out, then he will be told off. So we've got to get to that point where we get reaction, and if we get enough reaction, the price will go to the craziest price Liam's done of the evening. Right, all right then, that sets as a precedent. This is one of the biggest deals. I have got 20 seconds left for you to confirm from now. I need more people. I've got buyers like Delia and Sarah. I've got Susan, collectors, joining us in Greater Manchester. Isle of Man, hello to you. Staffordshire, Hertfordshire. I've got Kent as well. Multi-buyers. Oh, multi-buyers. Multi-buyers getting involved in this. Now, these are 14 mil. These are 14 mil. Is that your price? That's not the price. We've got to already be at the lowest ever price. Surely $14.95 for 500 carats of a gemstone that I've never seen before. Let's say for 500 carats of I've never seen it before gemstone.
It's 500 carats of fascinating, unique, individual. Everyone's a winner. My gosh, there's history right there.
We're not stopping at $14.95. $13.95. $12.95. Right, genuinely, we need to sell out. We have to sell out. Please do Liam a favour. Do him a favour, right? Lowest ever price guarantee. $9.95 is all you pay. It's a huge opportunity. Liam, he's begging you. In fact, get on your knees and beg right now, Liam, for everybody. Look, he's on his knees now, begging you to make sure you sell out. Can you see him? You can't see. Look, he's there, he's on the floor. He's on the floor begging, because if he doesn't sell out, he will get into proper bother with that price tag.
Can I give you a visual representation of what we need to do?
Yes.
This is a visual representation of what we need to do with this strand.
Go on.
We're going to take it and we're going to sweep it under the carpet.
Yes.
Like it never happened. No.
$9.95.
No.
$9.95 didn't happen. Has to happen now because it's $9.95 on the ground. But it's first come, first served. If you put it into your basket, you've got to check out, though. You've got to check out. 14 mil, and of course they've never been to $9.95 before, of course, because that would be a crazy price and that would be a sellout price, and it's got to sell out. If you've only ever bought from us first time, right? Oh my goodness me. 500 carats of black fossil jasper at $9.95. Diane, congratulations to you. Diana has joined me. Congratulations. Gabrielle in Belfast. Maggie's in Scotland. I've got Joyce and Sue. Louise, congratulations to you. Linda and Judy's joined me. Everybody's going to pay that final low price. You've got to sell out on this deal. You can't afford to miss out on this opportunity at £9.95. If you think about a 14 mil any gemstone, literally anything, you'd go, well, obviously that's a considered purchase because of the size. Size, carat weight, price, always has an influence. But then black fossil jasper.
If you were to say to me, quartzite of 14, I'd be like, $9.95, that's cracking, that's really good. May I just borrow them for just a second, because I'm interested to know what sort of weight they have to them.
It's jasper. It's got a lovely weight to it, actually.
It is, but sometimes, like with a fossil wood or a palm root, it has a very different feel and texture to it.
It's a jasper feel, isn't it? Absolutely glorious. A huge deal. Now I need everybody to check out so that you don't miss out on this exclusive deal. This is a huge opportunity. Now there are around about, we reckon about 3/4 of the stock's definitely allocated, but if everybody checks out, we reckon there's probably a handful left, that's it. But we don't need any left. We need a whole sellout for us to get away. They literally all have to go for this price tag to not be found out by anybody in significant management role within our business. And I think it's fair to say that Liam is truly, genuinely, and he's being very, very serious here, he's genuinely saying he can't do that price tag at any other point other than in a sellout deal like this. Genuinely. $9.95 for a luxury 530 carats of your black fossil jasper. It's a luxury size, it's a luxury of shape, and it's all yours. Congratulations, Cheryl, you've got yours in South Yorkshire. Lovely to have your company. Buys in Durham, London, Manchester, Kent and Devon and Sussex, we must check it out, we'll guarantee, and that will of course at some point be oversubscribed based on the reaction that we've got there. Congratulations, you got that £9.95 deal. I can give that to you, lovely. And I'm going to go to the final deal of the evening, and what a deal it is.
Wow.
I haven't seen this gemstone for ages in this size. Just haven't seen this gemstone in this size. I've seen rounds, I've seen all sorts, but just not this shape and size.
Hey Vicky, what's my favourite gemstone in the whole universe?
Oh, let me guess, is it Labradorite?
Yeah.
And is it this grade of Labradorite?
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
That's the nice thing is that you can find Labradorite elsewhere, and it's kind of, it gives a nice reaction, it gives it a decent, but this is Jewellery Maker. We give you the ultimate quality. And we're giving you that luxury. Wow, really? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 for £15.95. What's that, £1? That's got to be just shy of £1.25. Less than £1.25 each. You know, right? And you know as well as I do, if you like Labradorite, there's a lot of gemstone jewellery like this, right? You're not going to pay £1.50 for a piece of jewellery that looks like that.
Nope.
You're not?
No, even in plated metal.
No.
The quality of our Madagascar Labradorite gives you so very much in terms of the different colour blending, in terms of the different optical effects. What I've seen in 2 or 3 gemstones on this strand is hot hints of salmon.
Yeah.
And that is a real go-to. Purple and salmon in Labradorite, just
you can make a nice pair of earrings with those, mind. Look at those two.
Gorgeous.
That would look gorgeous as a pair of earrings. How's about that? £1.25. Pair of earrings, £1.50, £2.50. Pair of Labradorite earrings for £2.50. I think so. This is your chance to really make the most of that opportunity. £15.95. I think it's fair to say that if you tried to get anywhere else, you wouldn't be paying that price tag. But make sure you're adding to your order and making sure that you don't miss out on that incredible deal. Obviously, we have to do a huge thank. I don't know about you, but you can see the work, you can see the passion that Jem's put into to this and the time. And for this evening, we are so grateful for all of your inspiration.
Thank you for having
Genuinely, it's been amazing. We have got a huge show to look forward to from 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'm hoping to have your company as we explore even more wire work, but we're back live from 8 AM, so see you then. See you later.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstones